Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm your host. It's the Admiral, your boy Rumboyz Robbie. And tonight, as always, every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time, this is Rumboyz After Dark. And with this being the very last the last Friday of Black History Month, first off, Black History Month is every day. I want to make sure that I first start off by stating that, okay? Black History Month is every day, but with this being the last Friday of Black History Month, we are doing something completely different here on Rumboyz After Dark. We're going to celebrate all of our amazing African American and Afro Caribbean, Afro Latino creators here in the community. There's more to being Black than just Africa. Just so y'all know, believe it or not, just a little education for you guys to start off. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna celebrate all the amazing Black creators here in our community. First up, ladies and gentlemen, representing Fantasy Football Confidential. You guys have seen him here on Rumboyz After Dark. He is killing the game right now. He is killing the game right now. If you don't know his name, then you should go ahead and get familiar. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy King.
What's good, everybody? I'm happy to be here. It's been a long week, man. Rumboyz is one of my favorite shows. Let's do it.
Hell yes, bro. It's a pleasure having you on, as always. We're going to go ahead and get into our very next guest. Another face that you guys have actually seen here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. You guys can catch him over there on the Heart to Start podcast. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, one part, because they have now also grown. They have a basketball staff as well. So one just piece of the Heart to Start crew. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. What? Guccini JD ready to get lit. What? What's good, bro?
What's going on, Admiral? What's going on, Troy? To the rest of the panel, what's going on? And to the Rum Boys and Rum Girls, thank you for having us, man, especially on this epic night right here. Salute to all the brothers and sisters that's coming on and that's tapping in. Without a doubt, this is very epic right here. And once again, thank you for having us. Without a doubt, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. I appreciate you taking your time out of your evening and being here. Next up, this man is a member, part of the Fantasy Football In Session crew, and you already know when this man comes on screen, it's gonna get smoky as hell. All right, it's shit about like a Snoop Dogg video in his box, ladies and gentlemen. The homie Gabe, part of the Fantasy In Session crew for tonight. He is the Fantasy Football Puff Daddy.
Big Puff. I was gonna come out with like something like really cool to say after like Troy and my man came out with the heart. I didn't. Then you messed me up with that great introduction, man. Shout out to Rumboyz After Dark. I'm gonna try to keep the puffing to a minimum. You know what I'm saying, so I can stay as alert as possible. But I do have the tequila with me, ready and active.
Oh, bro, you good? You good? You know, we out here just trying.
My eyes are low for a reason.
Same. By the way, big shout out to Lil Wayne, man. That new strain you got out. That your company is amazing. I just want to put that out there. The show's not sponsored, by the way, by that, but it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, next up here on our panel, this man is part of Debbie Debate and the Sharp Preview. Over the course of, I've honestly just now gotten acquainted with this gentleman, and his knowledge is vast. It is insane. I love his debates, the way that he looks at film and breaks down players. Ladies and gentlemen, Felix Sharp of the Sharp Preview.
Man, I feel like an Avenger right now. I mean, I always see Troy posting these 4 a.m., in the gym, just getting it in. I feel like I'm on the team right now. I'm happy to be here.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, happy to have you here, man. I'm excited for your takes. Y'all that are at home, you may need to go ahead and get your note cards out, get your pen and paper out, because the man's gonna be dropping jewels. You dig? Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman, I've been so anxious to have him on the show, and there is only one way to do it. Part of the Dynasty Rewind crew. You can also catch him as a personality, as well as he's on this app too. But you can catch him on the SportsMe app, battling out, duking it out with all of you guys. letting y'all know what's good, especially in terms of his Philadelphia Eagles. He lets you know how he feels, ladies and gentlemen. He has an affinity for pork, fantasy football, pork man. What's good, Phil?
Hey, man! I had to make it in here. I actually got a shot show tonight at 9:30. I got to take 13 shots, but I had to make it in here. It takes at least one shot with y'all.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to say, you might as well get
got
started.
the Jack Honey on deck, ready to go.
Wait, you gotta talk about this 13 shot thing.
Why are you doing that?
So we made bets throughout the whole season on different stuff, and I was just doing dumb stuff. I'm like, hey, let's do Quintez Cephas versus Colin Johnson, see what happens. I'll take the Colin Johnson side. Stupid, just hella dumb stuff, And it's a whole lot of Van Jefferson stuff that I had in there because that's my boy, and obviously he didn't get on the field too much this year. But hey,
it's coming.
I'm ready to get it in. Let's go.
In fairness, I don't know how anybody fared with Quintez Cephas and Colin Johnson, but still.
So I'm assuming that you lost 13 prompts or 13 bets.
Well, it wasn't 13 bets. Like some were like 3, some were like 3 shots each, some were like 2. So it is what it is. You gotta shoot your shot, and I gotta take a lot of them.
And so all 13 gonna be on the show tonight, bro.
13 tonight, bro. I
already he's gonna be doing on Dynasty Rewinds.
I already had a
rewind show.
Yeah. I gotta go in there in like 20 minutes, but I had to stop in. It's Black History Month. I gotta rock on my boy Robbie. I had a whole medium pizza from Papa John's, so I'm ready to go.
He's ready to get it.
He's ready.
Let's go.
That prep.
Really quick, I want to remind everyone that is viewing us on Periscope. Periscope is going to be going away in the next couple of days. Oh shit, Portman dropped off right as we're about to do the first shot. He'll jump back in. But Periscope is going to be going away within a couple of days. So I want to encourage you guys, please head over to the YouTube channel. Check us out on YouTube. Type in Rumboyz, spell with the Z, the same way you see it above the top panel's head. Just because Periscope is going to be going away, we want to make sure that you guys can keep up with your favorite degenerate fantasy football content, in all honesty. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly.
Dilly, big guy.
I'll take from the bottom for you today, bro.
He said, he's like, I got a lot.
My co-host let some priv over here, so I'm drinking on them tonight, bro.
Yeah,
I guess the bottle gonna be on me on Sunday.
Smoking on that Pookie Low tonight.
That is definitely Kev, bro. That's definitely Kev.
Ladies and gentlemen,
also welcoming to the show, the host, the CEO, the founder of Project Dribble. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Tucker. What is good, bro?
What's going on, fellas? Got a little drink going. Trying to heal my ankle the old-fashioned way,
Yeah. I figured it was going to take you a minute to get to set because you got the whole Dak Prescott ankle thing going on.
I got the boot on. I got the kids. I got a bunch of shit going on, but I made it.
By the way, is Jerry paying up or what? We're going to talk about it in this show. I just had to toss it out there. But let's go ahead. First things first. Let's go ahead and pay some bills, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not already, I highly encourage you to download the SportsMe app. SportsMe, the official battleground of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, and many much more. Get on over there to SportsMe. You can literally anyone that is on this panel that is on that app currently, and anybody that has been on this show before, you can battle. You can go. You could go up against, drop your takes, get rewarded points. We have plenty of more features coming to the app. Go ahead and download the SportsMe app. Link right here in the chat. That is getsportsme.com. It is available on both Apple and Android. Right now it's open invite, so get to it before we get exclusive over there. Let's go ahead and get into our very next sponsor. I want to remind everybody about monkeyknifefight.com. Monkey Knife Fight for all your needs for daily fantasy sports. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. Again, that is Rumboyz spelled with a Z. Right now, at this given moment, we are matching all of your deposits all the way up to $50. You drop 50, we're going to match you with that 50. You drop 20, we're going to match you with 20, 10, etc. Get yourself ready. March Madness is going to be going down. We have NBA action over there every single day. Baseball's getting ready to come up, and of course, well, all of our favorite sport of all, football, whenever that's back around, when that comes back around here in the next 200, 100 or so, 100 plus days or so, we're going to be having you guys covered on that. Once again, Monkey Knife Fight, promo code Rumboyz, download the app available on both Android and Apple devices. Gentlemen, you guys ready to go ahead and get into tonight's show?
Oh, yeah.
That's some real professional shit right there. I feel like I'm on a real show. Amazing.
I mean, it's a real show. Yeah, I mean, like you can watch it like it's funny.
No, not like that. Not like that. Yeah,
I feel you. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the very first topic, gentlemen. For those that don't know, the way that Rumboyz After Dark works, we're going to run this just like a normal fantasy football state draft. We'll go around the panel, starting off with Troy. The NFL rumor mill, it just keeps spinning and spinning around. Seattle Seahawks now found themselves involved in the mill surrounding Russell Wilson. Apparently, Dangerous has said if he were to be traded, he would favor the Cowboys, Saints, Raiders, or the Bears. Do you see Russell Wilson moving, or what are your thoughts on this situation?
He ain't going anywhere. And to be honest, what they should really be talking about is they should be thinking about firing everybody else and keeping Russell Wilson. Like, that's the one player that they should be prioritizing. They shouldn't be even talking about trading him. But that's another story. I believe that he does stay, though. If I were to pick a dream landing spot, I believe the Saints would be the sexiest landing spot. I'm actually mad that he didn't put the Dolphins on his list, but that's I was wondering. I'm like, yo, man, we be Super Bowl, but it's okay, Russ. I'll forgive you, but I don't think he's going anywhere. They really need to make other changes, and I'm sorry, he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
No, I definitely feel the same thing. I don't think he's going nowhere. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get protection where he needs it at. When you coming in to having eight seasons of 40 plus sacks, that means you getting beat up an awful lot, bruh. And even though Russ is definitely he's not injury prone, he's been survived his whole career being beat up. You know what I mean? He's trying to make a point of, man, y'all need to get this offensive line shored up, especially with the firepower that they got right now. Even though that Chris Carson has been in and out the lineup for the last couple of years, but with DK and Lockett over there, bruh, and if they go get another third weapon, whether it be through the draft or through free agency, the potential is all right over there, And I'm a Niner fan, so I can't stand to see Cox. You know what I mean? My dream scenario to send his ass to Vegas and get him up out the division. You know what I mean? Because that makes my playoff road a whole lot easier seeing Russ. Even though for the last couple of years we've been able to contend with Seattle. But my thing is, I don't think he's going nowhere, bro. It's just to try and get that offensive line tightened up, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think it's all about leverage too, because you gotta follow the money. I think they'll owe him like $39 million if they cut him, or if they trade him this year, or if they cut him in like dead cap or whatever it is, and then like $17 million next year. They're not gonna risk all that money to trade him. They're franchise player, because what you gonna get back? A quarterback that if they say Zach Wilson or something crazy, like some draft pick, somebody team with a high draft pick. If anybody thinks Zach Wilson is going to be a legit quarterback, he's a bum.
It's negotiation. I mean, what they're doing.
Go ahead, Felix. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they're negotiating. And when you start negotiations before you get to a deadline, everybody's far apart. So he wants to this and that. We're in February. Who cares what's going on right now? We're not up against any deadlines. And so Russell can start yapping, which he hasn't done in any season before this. So that is a little bit odd. But it's February. It's February. Now, what could they get? Could they get Dak back? Could they get Dak back with the Cowboys? I mean, the Cowboys are going to have to franchise Dak. So Russ might even be less expensive for the Cowboys. But, I mean, it's February. This is a story that's going to circulate because Russ has been talking and he hasn't talked before. But we'll see. We'll see as we get closer to the draft and the Cowboys come on the clock. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so Felix mentioned the Dak Prescott thing because I actually saw that it would be cheaper to have Russell Wilson than Dak Prescott. And we're hearing him chirp now. It's like he went from after school special Russ to like now he's GQ Russ with Sierra.
Yeah.
So it's like he
Mr.
would
Unlimited.
exactly. He would now he has all these hashtags. Let Russ cook. Like he's much more in it. So even though he says go Hawks and God first and whatever, he's still working on brands and everything else behind the scene. He wants a more offense, like a better offensive line, but also he's got a coach that's like minutes away from doing AARP commercials. Like this dude it's like 70 years old. So you have to, if you're going to side with one, you got to keep Russ because you got another 10 years of this guy and Pete Carroll is in his 70s. The last thing I want to say is the Chicago Bears have never had a quarterback. Ever. They won with Jim McMahon. They went to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman. They played in an NFC championship game with Caleb Haney. Like, you go back through, they've had Jay Cutler, who had talent, but never could do anything with it because the dude plays like he doesn't care. And they had like Eric Kramer when I was a kid, Jim Harbaugh. They've never had a legit dude.
And don't disrespect Kyle Orton.
Oh, you're right. One of the sickest neck beards ever. Like that dude that just grew from his chest hair into his neck.
I love it. I love it, Tony. Okay. So where I'm at with Russ is, all right. A couple years ago when Seattle just had given you the bag, you're laying in bed, you post on Instagram, you got all your gold chains on. I'll wear all my chains around the house. Okay, Drizzy Drake, we get it. All right. And you act like you were a boss then, and you were happy and you were living it up, and now all of a sudden, and like I was having some respect for you. Russ. Football aside, I was like, damn, okay, not only did you take Future's girl, but like, you doing the thing, like
Future got 50 baby mamas though. He wasn't tripping that hard.
Yeah, Future was not tripping. Future got that off of Bow Wow, so he was good.
His roster's full.
But so when I look at that and then I see that you passively aggressively wanted to tell Seattle, I'm not requesting a trade because per report it was I'm not requesting a trade, but if I were to request a trade, I'd want to go to the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Bears, or the Saints. Who does that, bro? If you want to get traded and you want to move, go ahead and just fucking break Seattle Seahawks fans' heart. You don't gotta sit here and pander to anybody. You damn sure don't gotta pander to my likeness. Okay, I'm gonna appreciate you either way, Russ, no matter whether or not you're wearing a Seattle Seahawks jersey. I just think that it's kind of odd that you're talking about trading or hypothetically wanting to be traded, and when in reality you own property and honestly portions of teams in Seattle. So I think it's just odd. It's just super weird to me. Portman, go ahead and add in on this one.
Yeah, I just feel like at this point of his career in Seattle, I think he's just tired of running around. I mean, he's 10 years in the league and he keeps getting cracked. And it gets to a point where it's like, hey, you're going to give me an offensive line and I'm not going to complain, but I'm going to complain. And if I hold all the cards, I got this no trade clause. If I can go somewhere, I'll go somewhere. If not, if I'm not. But, and the one thing I don't like about the whole situation is more of, I feel as though people are trying to blame Sierra for the situation. And I don't think that's the case at all. Because, they always try to give you like the black female stereotype type stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's it.
She ain't happy. She won't leave the car.
Right.
She can make her money anywhere she go, bro.
Exactly.
They better not do that.
They don't got
don't do that.
They don't got good salons in Seattle.
Right. There's nothing to do in Seattle. Everybody knows it's just rain and dark all day. But if you gotta go, everybody try to say he's gonna go to New York because they're gonna make money there. Sierra's gonna make money wherever they go. Because they're
just fine. Yeah.
Portland keeps dropping. I don't know what keeps happening with that. That shit is hilarious. So, but I mean, he does bring up kind of a valid point. Everyone's kind of been on Sierra's head about it, which I honestly find ironic because we have a tendency, not we specifically here on this panel, but there are analysts out there that they'll immediately, it's a female spot. It's like, hold on, like, do we forget that brother can speak for his damn self? Like hold on, But I do
Bro, I want to say something. I don't want my comment to be misconstrued about Sierra. I was simply saying, like, he's evolved. His swagger is more pronounced, right? Like, you can see where he's gone through that.
Brought him out his shell, bro. Sometimes that's what a woman would do. It bring you out your shell, make you get to feeling yourself a little bit more.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Video?
Not just any woman, but them goodies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Oh, wait, she's on top of the car.
Ludo. Friday joint. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is there a player who deserves to have power other than? I mean, he's been an MVP candidate. He was a 3rd round draft pick. I mean, Russell Wilson has done nothing but ball out from the time he was at NC State to Wisconsin to now. I mean, he should be a two-time Super Bowl champion. If there's anybody who should be able to say, yeah, I want to improve my offensive line, it's got to be Russ. I mean, it's got to be Russ to have some say.
Oh, yeah.
You saw Tom Brady do it in Tampa Bay.
Bro, you sacked 40 times in 8 seasons, bro. That's getting beat up, bro. Not only sacked, but the hits and the pressures and all that shit adds up, bro. Yeah, but he's durable.
You bought this entire line Amazon stocks. Well, I bought you stocks. I'm helping you take care of your family, your kids for like future. Like you better take care of me. So I feel it.
But one more thing too, though, besides DK in that 2nd round, if you go look at their track record for the last few years, some of their draft picks have been butts, and that's what he's been talking about. And invest on this motherfucking old line instead of investing in these bums that y'all been drafting.
That's management. You clearly need to do a major overhaul because y'all keep making the same mistake. Insanity is making the same mistake over and over again, expecting a different result. That's what they keep doing.
I all in all, though, I don't think that Russ leaves. Like, bro, you got too much money invested in one city already. You don't settle down and made that city home. Okay. Your house probably smells like the local motherfucking fish market at this point, okay? Just stay there.
Or a whole bunch of Starbucks.
Where you work at.
Or a whole bunch of Starbucks, exactly.
Right.
Home ain't got nothing to do with where you work at.
The other point that none of us brought up is, like, since Paul Allen's death, there's nobody really, like, we don't know who's in charge and who's making all of the decisions all the time. So it's like you don't want to be in a situation like that. You don't necessarily want to be in Dallas either, where Jerry's always doing the craziest shit, but you want to know who's the ultimate boss, and I don't think they know.
But Russ already got a ring, so he's just trying to get paid at this point and live it up. Like, I feel like
he's trying to go down in the history books as some of the greatest quarterbacks that done played this game. It ain't all about the money with him, even though that's what they play for is a dough. But these boys want to go down in the books, and Russell Wilson, he's a great quarterback, and he wants to be considered as a great.
And also, he lost the Super Bowl. So I'm like, look, I'm sorry. If you lose the Super Bowl the way that you lost it, he probably want to go back and get another ring. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
but you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it with none of these damn teams.
So the Saints?
The Saints is your best bet. The Saints is your best bet.
Yeah, if he happens to go to the Saints, I don't see that happening. But that would be
definitely.
If you go to Dallas, then you have to unask Gallup.
So, I don't think they trade him in the conference, though. I think they ship him out to the AFC.
Yeah.
You don't want to have that threat to even be seeing him unless you do get to the Super Bowl. That's how I feel about Watson too, without a doubt. But that's a whole nother topic. My bad.
Yep. Soft move or boss move. Next topic. Deshaun Watson, and this one I think is kind of hilarious. Deshaun Watson met with head coach Dave Coley. Simply just to reiterate, okay, that he will not be playing for the organization next year. There were some other things kind of said in there too. Did Watson have to go that hard on Coley and the organization? Like, I mean, he probably could have done this like maybe a different way, but like he literally just sat down and just be like, "Hey, I just want to remind you, fuck you." And we start with Tony Tucker.
Okay, so I actually like this move, and we can talk about how we think it's disrespectful or whatever, but it's actually the professional thing to do. It's what he's asking this organization to do. He's saying, this is how I handle my business. You want an answer from me, I'm going to come in, I'm going to sit down directly. You may not like the answer, but we're all adults in this room, and I don't plan on playing with you guys. Like, if they would have treated him with the way they said they were gonna treat him. You know, like a lot of people are coming out and saying like, oh, I don't feel bad for him. He signed the money. He knew what he was signing up for. I don't think he honestly knew that it was going to be this bad. Like, you knew that you were going to move on from Bill O'Brien, but if they're telling you the whole time you're going to be part of the organization, a bigger part moving forward, and then you're not, and you're bringing in just like making crazy moves in the front office and head coaching, it's like, I'm going to bounce, but I'm going to tell him, you know, to your face, because that's the kind of respect that he wants.
The player empowerment movement is here. It's here, and you're seeing it with Deshaun Watson. You're seeing it with Russell Wilson, both of whom have no trade clauses, and so they can do what they damn well please. But I'll say the same thing that I said about Russ. This is early in the game, and it's okay for him to say, no, I'm not playing for you. He can even sit out a year. Deshaun is what, 25?
Okay.
Deshaun is 25, yeah. So he can even afford to just say, I'm not going to play this season, to exercise his leverage to the fullest. I don't think Russ has that ability because he's 32. Mm-hmm. But Deshaun, I mean, this is a team that's not very good, that hasn't made good decisions. Bill O'Brien didn't when he was general manager. And I would do the same thing if I was him. We're going to be duking this out until fall, until you realize I'm actually not coming back, because he's in a position to do so. When you have the power, when you have that NBA power, you got to exercise it. And both Russ and even more so Deshaun, because of his age, he has it. So respect to him for exercising that power.
And that was one of the things that I noticed that you just brought up. I'm sorry. Before we get into Gabe's take, Felix, you mentioned the NBA. I noticed that over there. We'll kind of get into it a little bit later, but just kind of embellish here a little bit. You said they have that NBA power where we see in the sport of basketball, players call their shots. You know, they for the most part, I mean, unless you're Andre Drummond, for the most part, you get what you want and you can go where you want to go in the NBA. Whereas in the NFL, we still have this mentality of, I signed you for X amount of time and you better play for me, even if you're not happy. So, I mean, do you think that I mean, you mentioned it, that maybe that's something that's coming into play where they're looking at their
for certain players, for your elite players, your young quarterbacks, your young defensive end. Myles Garrett is going to have it one day, that sort of power. Not everybody, you know, but the superstar players, I mean, they're starting to get it. So,
hell yeah. Gabe.
And I believe they should, to be honest with you, man. I feel like, you know, we got these big owners, quote unquote, corporations that say, oh, I signed you for X amount of years. But hey, they can at any point in that contract say, oh, man, I don't want to deal with you no more. Cut. Now you ass out. And then they could paint the story mill, because all they got to do is text their buddy at ESPN and say, X player was a destructive player. He didn't want to show up to practice. He showed up, blah, 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 blah. Now you never get a job no more. And so now when the power's in their hands and they want to leave because you not holding up your part of the deal as the owner or as the quote unquote corporation, it's a problem. And, you know what I'm saying? It taps back into a lot deeper roots, but I'm all for the little man getting the power, man. Power to the people.
Amen to that. Go ahead, JD.
Oh no, I was just, like you said, power to the people, definitely. And you know, I commented one day when you guys when this story first broke, and you know, the daddy of the owner, I can't even think of his name. He like, man, look, we not gonna let the run the asylum. You know what I mean? Right off the tip, we know what your mentality is right there. That's one of the dominoes that fell. Another domino that fell is when they was up 24 points to the motherfucking Chiefs 2 years ago in the playoffs. Then you trade Hopkins. You ain't let me know nothing. Then when I won't be enemy, you know, y'all tell me I'm gonna have a little bit of say so. You regard what I got to say. You bring in somebody else, and I don't even think that this was no shot at Cully coming in and telling him that I'm not gonna play for you. This is strictly between him and the front office, bruh. Y'all ain't
I've said it on this show, and I said it on the exact show that you just referenced. Houston, all you did was you were like, "Oh, Deshaun, you want a black guy as coach? Here you go." And it's like Deshaun's probably sitting back like, "Yo, wrong fucking black guy, bro. That's not even who the fuck I wanted." Go ahead, continue.
No, definitely. It's just, you know, like I said, it's no disrespect to Cully or nothing like that, but it's been problems in that office between him. Even though he just got his bag, ain't nothing wrong with that. He was supposed to take that bag. Man, give me mines with the no trade clause, because we don't hear about no trade clauses that often in the NFL. That shit come to the base, the MLB and the NBA. You know what I mean? So power to him, like he's like Brad said, power to the people, man. If he gonna strong guard them dudes, that's what he need to do. You know what I mean? And if he gotta,
can we just say one thing? Can we just say one thing about the NFL? It is a salary cap league. This is one of the most lucrative businesses in the country that has a salary cap. And you would think that, well, I don't want to get political, but we know who all of these owners support.
100%.
They're free commerce until it comes to their own business. Then we got to put a salary cap. So yeah, we don't really know how much Russell Wilson is worth, how much Dak Prescott is worth, how much Deshaun Watson is worth, because it's a salary cap league.
Right.
They could be signing $500 million contracts. We don't know because there's no free market.
We just seen Tatis be 20-something years old, 21 years old, 22 years old, and get $314 million.
My dog, I'm so
you know what I mean? I'm just saying though, bro. And then just like how Brett was saying about Dak, if the Cowboys is the most worth franchise in all of sports, and you got soccer teams that's up there with the Cowboys, how much is Dak really worth? 100%, bro. But y'all don't want to sign him for 5 years or for 5 years. You know what I mean? Yep. Shit like this is fucked up, bro. 100%. So more power to them dudes. 100%.
What's up, fellas, man? I've been listening the whole time on my way home, man. I had to get to the Rumboyz, man. Black History Month. You know, that's my favorite show, man. Nice to meet anybody that I haven't met before. I'm one part of the Heart to Start crew. Hey, I've been listening to y'all Russell Wilson take, right? Same thing with Russell and maybe not so much with Watson, right? But what do y'all ever been in that relationship where you go in loving her, or him? You love him so much, you do everything to show him you love him until it's time, and then you get used to him, and you like, well, I don't gotta show you I love you no more. I've already been showing you this whole time. You got the money, you got the franchise. Man, hey, they need to start. This is a quarterback-driven league. They better hold on to what matters, and that's the quarterback.
Okay, Gabe.
It's your turn.
But what's it called? But nah, so
sorry, it's Troy, my fault.
Nah, that's cool. Kev stole my shine because I was gonna go into a relationship analogy, and then he just popped in all of a sudden and started going down that road. But it's all good. It's all good. I forgive you. But nah, it's a toxic relationship, right? So Deshaun Watson like a fed up woman, but this whole time, the toxic dude has been trying to do things. Well, one has been disrespecting her, and then trying to do things to make up for all the shit that he's done. And it's obviously things that she's not looking for. And then at the end of the day, now you're going to have that final talk like, I am done. It's over. No more chances. And I believe that, look, it was a boss move. He did what he needed to do. So we all know that. What's up?
So you're saying the Texans ain't got that good box. And that's why Deshaun's unhappy. So he's leaving.
Nah, bro.
They going broke, bro. They didn't let Hot go. They didn't let everything.
Famous words of
Deshaun was saying that for the last couple of years. And he said, "What the fuck is this?
They off.
You ain't the same."
But now, on a serious note, though, like, look, everyone kind of already communicated, like, what it is. Like, the Houston Texans organization is terrible. Don't get me wrong, though. Like, I appreciated him as a Dolphins fan. Bill O'Brien just trading it. What's up? Thank you. But
get out of here.
But nah, man.
Hey, Troy, they traded in Deshaun's Maserati for a minivan in like year 5. We ain't even near you. You want to make me a family man? We haven't done anything, bro. Like, this is the relationship analogy is the best.
LQ, real deal in the building. What up? What's good, bro?
I'm glad he's safe with his mask on.
I know, right?
Man,
Lord knows what he's getting into down there.
You must be where it's real hot and tropical.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Florida.
In the famous words.
Florida boy.
But you know he's a tourist, man. No one wants Hawaiian shirts in Miami. So you know that everyone knows he visited.
When's the last time you saw a black dude in a fucking Hawaiian shirt at that, bro? What the hell?
That's true. That's how you know he's a super tourist.
That's the vibes right there, man. I'm digging that. Is you got no shirt on under? You know, you gotta have your taco meat out. You know
my God. He ain't real enough.
I'm done with y'all.
And he can't wear that if you ain't got the taco meat out.
Or if you got taco meat, you need to have a gold chain hanging on it.
And your shorts damn near gotta
match. A gold chain hanging 100%. Where that shit
your shorts gotta match.
The hair out.
No, I love how we're roasting him while he's frozen.
Do the shorts match is my question, because you're doing it wrong if the shorts don't.
You probably
match,
got on pants.
Okay. I meant like matching patterns, but I'll take that.
We'll take the blue jeans.
Hey, I'll say that for the.
He got that Miami gold film, that gold watch on.
Oh my gosh. Hey, let's keep it moving though. Cam Newton recently stated there aren't 32. He said, there aren't 32 QBs better than me. There aren't 32 QBs better than me. He ain't say it like that, but I felt like it was cooler if he said it that way. When he was on Brandon Marshall's I Am Athlete podcast, do you feel Cam can be a starter in this league this upcoming season, or are we kind of on that one?
Who you starting with?
It starts with Troy.
Oh God, I hate this question because I'm a huge Cam fan. But if Cam is the Cam Newton of last year, he does not deserve to be a starter. That was god awful. Let's be honest, right? But it was weird because he was sucked at throwing, but he was at least still able to rush the ball, and he was able to, at least be somewhat effective. Then he got COVID, and then I'm not going to say that COVID was I'm not going to say that COVID was the reason why he sucked all year. But then, he was dealing with some injuries too. It just, if he's going to be what he was last year, then he does not deserve a starting job. I'm sorry. Are there 32 quarterbacks? I could think. I mean, look, Taylor Heineke looked better than him in his playoff game than Cam did all season.
Right.
In that one game,
he did.
In that one game, he looked better.
Man.
So that tells me all I need to know. So look, if Cam could show a little tiny bit of what he was in Carolina, then maybe. But anything like last year, absolutely not. And I love Cam, but that was, as a quarterback, I don't care if you're a running quarterback, that was an abysmal season by him, by his standards from what we've seen from him.
I knew that we became friends for a reason. I know I liked you for a fucking reason. That was a take of the show right there. Go ahead, JD.
Man, I think he got a little bit of juice left in him. I mean, Jacoby Myers. Who else we gonna get the naming over there? I can't even.
Gunnar Olszewski.
Man, that shit hurting right now. It's hurting my brain to even
Wide
try to think of
A, B, and C. That's
100%, cousin. 100%. Put him in a little bit better situation, or even if he do resign back with the Patriots, go get him some motherfucking help. Why you think Tom Brady went down south?
Wait, I had to McCaffrey for a quick second. There's one, yes, his receivers suck, but y'all saw him throwing the ball. That was awful. That wasn't the receiver's fault. He was trash. He couldn't throw the damn ball. He could not.
No, I agree with you on that. But no, definitely, I agree with you on that. But also, that the boy had COVID, bruh. It ain't no telling how to COVID because he was looking all right before he got the COVID. You know what I mean? But that COVID, we don't. I ain't had the shit yet. So I don't know what the aftermath is, and I ain't getting the motherfucking injection either. So I don't even want to feel the aftermath of that. So we don't know how that COVID fucked him up. You know what I mean? And then, no off season. He gets signed in June. It was official in July.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, that's for all the players too, though. Wasn't no regular off season. You know what I mean? So he coming into a new situation. McDaniels, he had Tebow with similar like type style, but I really don't know. But to me, I think Cam got a little bit juice to where he can be a better than a Trubisky. Let me get to going down the line of some of these teams that got subpar quarterback play. And Cam could go ahead and do his thing without a doubt.
Really quick, my homie Mike Nelson, my homie Mike Nell out here in Denver. He's dropping a link, a GoFundMe link, really quick. It has nothing to do with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, but you guys know that I am a military veteran. I do care about all my brothers and sisters in arms. One of our brothers is going through some cancer treatments, and the VA is not like there because they're not really there for us ever.
The VA is
honest.
bullshit.
Yeah, fuck the VA, bro. But he's dropping a GoFundMe link so that we can help be there for the family. If you guys want to do anything, you don't have to. It is available whenever he drops that. So thank you, Mike. Go ahead, Gabe. Continue. I apologize for interrupting, brothers.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer, yo. Straight up. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead, continue. I'm happy that you put that shit out there.
Oh man. Damn. All right, but I was gonna come in like kind of brash, but now kind of like sort of.
No, you good. No, you can.
I feel like y'all disrespecting Cam Newton a lot. I feel like a lot of people are not putting enough respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? This man is you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give him the stats, but he's a Hall of Famer.
I agree.
If they looked on, if you look at the interview, you know what I'm saying, he said more than just a lot. I'm better than 30, not 32 people are better than me. He was saying basically, like he said, he had the COVID, he had like some of the symptoms from the COVID, and like Bro mentioned, before the COVID, he had 2 games or like 200 yards. And I think what we also get lost on is a lot of us, of course, because we are in the fantasy community, we look at the fantasy games and we think Cam Newton is not a good quarterback because he doesn't average more than 16 fantasy points a game or something like that. Cam Newton's never been an accurate quarterback. We knew that coming out of Auburn, so I don't know why everybody's acting surprised that he's throwing the ball inaccurately.
Well, no, but he looked like he wasn't an NFL quarterback. The way he was throwing the ball, like we all saw him, right? God, we saw the way.
The year before was the injury. I'm gonna put the year before on his injuries, though.
Bro. The year before, last year, he was throwing stuff in the dirt consistently.
He's been doing that though, but the offense around him has been predicated to him, so he's been able to run the ball or do. You know what I'm saying? The offense been predicated to him. This is a Patriot offense who are coming off of 20 years of the GOAT playing. They don't know. They trying to warm up to him. He misses like 3 weeks due to COVID. They fucking take off, so he's got to catch up, get over the COVID. We don't know how he getting over that. So about time he caught up, the season over. We can't run the ball. Nobody ever mentions that. We can't run the ball unless it's me. I can't throw the ball because, like you said, we throwing to A, B, C wide receiver. Which one me to do? God damn.
Okay.
The question was whether or not Cam could start, and I could tell you he could start in the Monday Night Football booth. That's where he could start.
Hold
on. Let me explain. So I'm upset that I see ESPN like they're trying to go after Drew Brees, before he retires, trying to pull him out a few years earlier. Obviously, they got Jason Witten. There's not a more charismatic athlete in American sports, than Cam Newton. And he was on this Graham Norton show and was explaining like some play that he called for Calvin Benjamin in Carolina. He was in a church. He had the women laughing. He had the white men laughing. He had everybody laughing. Cam Newton needs to be on the Monday Night Football booth so he can earn money for the next 25 years. One of my favorite athletes, but you all have hit on it. He can't throw. Well, he couldn't throw when he was at Auburn. He was running the ball. And he's not an accurate quarterback. That's why I care.
I don't know. He took that laptop pretty motherfucking fall.
That was Florida.
That was Florida. But that's why Carolina drafted Kelvin Benjamin and Devin Funchess and Dwayne. I mean, it was Dwayne Jarrett probably wasn't. That's way. But they drafted these big receivers to account for him being inaccurate because he was a runner. And now he can't. I mean, he's taking all the hits. He can't run anymore. I want to see Cam Newton in the Monday Night Football booth. He will be the best broadcaster we have seen since John Madden. And that's not meant to be a slight to him. They pulled Jason Witten out. I don't want to hear Jason Witten talk. I don't want to hear Booger McFarland talk. If I was running ESPN, there's not one athlete, one person I would want in football right now in my booth more than Cam Newton. So he could start. He's Trubisky. I don't know that Cam's better than Trubisky.
I'd like to see Marshawn Lynch do a game.
Marshawn. I don't know Marshawn don't talk that much though. Marshawn is so quiet. Cam is
when he does.
You get some yanks from Marshawn. He's opening up. I didn't see some podcasts with him where he get to talking that shit.
Yeah.
No,
They
Look up
need
Matt Barnes.
MJD.
You talked with Matt Barnes.
They need MJD up there, man.
No,
Shout
he
out
did
to
it.
MJD, man.
He was just in the booth for the fan controlled football league. I mean, I know none of us
Okay.
be watching
Okay.
that, but I mean, you know, he did that joint. Marshawn, answer the Rumboyz messages, bro. Come on, man. Tony,
But
go ahead, dog.
oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Tony.
Go Felix.
No, I didn't have anything else. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So Cam is definitely a top 32 quarterback still in the NFL. I had Robbie on my show this week, and I ran down a list of teams where I thought he would be an upgrade at those positions. He got put into an unwinnable situation on an abbreviated crap offseason in an extremely complex offense. I actually think if he goes back and he can play with Belichick, they're going to get a bunch of guys back who opted out. Their defense is going to be better. They can just run spread option. But like Cam Newton has been over-criticized his whole career because he doesn't do things the way that people want him to do them. But he's been effective. He's won games, played in a Super Bowl, won an MVP. And so, like, you have to decide if you want to take that risk with him at quarterback, because if it doesn't work out, you then become sort of the villain benching him for whoever the next guy is. And you were naming a bunch of the tall receivers they drafted. They could have drafted Bol from the Denver Nuggets or whatever. Dude was overthrowing everybody. So, like, that's always going to be an issue. We just need to get him in a situation like what I think Belichick would do, tailor the offense to a spread run with Harris and whatever healthy running backs they have. He should definitely be a starter next year in the NFL.
Yeah, but see, hey, one thing, I mean, let me chime in on one spot. But Greg Olsen did eat with Cam Newton. Cam Newton and Greg Olsen, that's what he needs. He needs a bona fide star at tight end. Like how he said, Benjamin and Funches. Them dudes wasn't even when Benjamin went to Buffalo, he ain't did nothing. Funches would go play with Aaron Rodgers, and I think they cut his motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? You go get him that bona fide star in between them seams, and he's gonna fucking ball on everything. You go get, and Kyle Pitts is gonna be one of my dudes that I'm gonna talk about, you know, later on in one of these other segments. But you go, and New England can come up and go get Pitts if they want it.
He was throwing to Gunnar Olszewski. Gunnar Olszewski, like, exactly. That's who his receiver was like this year. Demir Bird and Gunnar Olszewski. Like, that's not fair.
He said, who?
even Brady was like, this shit's a lemon. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to Tampa Bay.
It's a Craigslist limit.
There's more weapons down there than the United States Army. Like, I'm going to Tampa Bay, and I'm just going to crush down there. Like, he didn't want to be in New England anyways because they were garbage.
Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead, Kev, and then we're going to get into halftime.
Go ahead. Let me hear what you was about to say, bro. Felix.
I was just going to say Felix.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Robbie.
I got a good one for you.
I just had one joke. Well, not even a joke. I know there's some NFL fans out there that when Tony made the Bobo joke, they were like, "Who the fuck is that?"
No, that shit was funny.
Just go Google Bobo. You'll be like BOL. And you'll be like, "Oh wow, like damn, he could have hit this target." Felix, go ahead, brother.
Hey, this fucker.
I was just gonna say we got all these
2K
things
on me, man. My bad. I was just thinking about how this guy started Bobo on NBA 2K. I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody plays Bobo, and he was killing. Go ahead, my fault. That was today.
I was gonna say we all got our favorite teams. Like Detroit is my team. I think I don't like Jared Goff, but I think I'd rather have Jared Goff over Cam Newton.
Yes.
You know, I see a Falcons hat. I see some LA stuff. I mean,
what?
It's not even close. Are you serious? You rather have Cam Newton last year?
I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Y'all stop playing in Black History Month.
Did you not watch the season?
You would rather? Would you take Matt Ryan over Cam?
Facts.
Or would you have Cam over?
I'll take Matt Ryan.
But we're not talking about Matt Ryan. This is not Matt Ryan. Don't bring Matt Ryan into this.
I'll take Matt Ryan right now. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Jared Goff, who literally every play he walks out there has the coach tell him what to do in his ear. He literally, when he gets to Detroit, he's not gonna know what the fuck to do. He's gonna look like Jeff Fisher, Jared Goff out there. He is trash. And y'all are trash for forgetting that. That was Jared Goff.
Jeff Fisher and Jared Goff was just as good as Cam last year. So
dude, they gave away everything except for the owner's wife and the Rams to get rid of Jared Goff. And you think they'd rather have? Do you think they'd rather have Jared Goff than Cam Newton? What's happening? There's no way.
The disrespect is so crazy.
I'm gonna say
Bro,
this.
so I'm not.
But you wouldn't give up. You wouldn't give up Matt Ryan though.
Matt Ryan is an MVP Hall of Famer.
Matt
Ryan is an MVP Hall of Famer. Jared Goff is. I'm saying Jared Goff is. Cam Newton.
You're talking all this stuff, but you wouldn't give up Matt Ryan. Like who would give up?
Because Matt Ryan is better than Cam Newton.
For Cam. That's what we're all saying. Like,
look,
I'm saying, but Matt Ryan and Cam Newton got something in common. They got MVPs and they got Super Bowl appearances as well, though. Y'all don't forget about Cam Newton's MVP season, which went to the Super Bowl.
This is not a career discussion.
No, but I'm just saying, we only about 5 years away from that, though.
We are talking
not
about
that far away.
Cam. Hey, can I interrupt everybody? I'm gonna take a little bit of what everybody is saying, right? And all this is gonna sum up to one thing for me, right? I like what you said about Cam being that guy that when you bring him on your team, if it doesn't work out, then you're the villain for benching him. I got that point. I got the point about how he has been and what he is and how he's an offensive weapon. But you know, I start to think of all these variables, and there's too many pros and cons to debate if I want this to be my starter on my team. Like the reason the thing that hurt me with Cam, like I always root for, you know, the underdogs. Even though he was a top pick, he's still not supposed to be doing what he's at his position, right? But Cam's sportsmanship and his pragmatics and his body language and his not even, I'm not calling him antics because I don't care how you dress, you're professional, be all that. But when you lose, know how to win, know how to lose. Don't lose like you don't know how to win. Like I can't do it with Cam. Like there's too many variables with Cam. Like at this point right now, before you go, we got inaccuracy. We got a distraction if you can't succeed. We got him being injured if you're using him as that weapon, running him at the goal line and using him as what you would use him as where he was. I'm not taking Cam to this point. I'm going with the young man. I'm going with the young man on the 7-on-7 that said, "You're trash." The dude that was arguing with him, I'm going with him. The young man, bro. I'm going with him, man. I love Cam, but bro, I can't win with guys like that, bro. Like you can't, if you don't know how to lose, I don't want to play with you. Like
Tom Brady literally is the biggest excuse of not knowing how to lose.
I agree. Oh wait. Hold on. I want to say something.
Nobody says nothing because we all know why nobody says.
Nobody knows how to lose.
I'm talking about when Tom Brady literally walks off the field and doesn't talk to anybody like a little kid.
I agree, but wait.
Did Jordan ever?
Come on, bro. Cam was like this.
Jordan not shaking hands if you beat him.
Jordan was not shaking your hand. Jordan had nothing to fucking say if you beat Jordan.
Is that the Pistons though? The Pistons, when he finally beat the Pistons, they finally walked off and wasn't even fucking with Jordan. That's where he gets that from.
Why do I have to shake your hand if you beat me? What is that about?
We're not friends when it comes to be in between the lines. We're not friends, bro. I don't gotta shake your motherfucking hand for nothing in between these lines.
I'm gonna say something good about Cam. How about that? Well, I'll say something good about Cam. So I wrote an article about Cam, right? I was a Cam truther going into the season. I thought he was going to be decent. I was on his side. So y'all think I just hate Cam. I wrote an article, and then guess what? It didn't age well. My article did not age well because he didn't do well. Sure, but here's the thing.
For you. That's what it is.
It's not personal, but bro, I'm just looking. I watched it. Yeah, you know why it's personal? Because he sucked. That's why it was personal. He was trash. That's why it was personal, bro. Like y'all giving arguments like he's MVP Cam. If we talking about MVP Cam, then we ain't gonna talk about it. But last year,
tell me that Jared Goff is better than Cam Newton.
We ain't gonna talk about it. It's Florida.
You're not gonna tell me Jared Goff is better than Cam Newton. I don't care what we talking about.
I'm talking about in terms of like overall career. I wouldn't say that, but
I'm talking about today. If you take me outside of my house and say Cam Newton,
straight up,
Goff played better.
I'm gonna end it like this. Okay, and we're gonna get into halftime because we have we have some dope music videos that we're gonna play for you guys. We got 2 music videos. One from my homie Shama Noel. And then one from our homie Bogart Scott Free, and both of them really dope. The one from Bogart Scott Free, I actually kind of like. I got to kind of like help co-write that track, so like pretty fucking dope. Like it's like based off like my experiences in the protests and shit, like getting hit with fucking rubber bullets and shit. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get into those tracks, but I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Before we get into the second half of the show, Cam Newton, you were not up to par this past season, and we can look at COVID and maybe use that as a benefit of a doubt. I do think that there is a team that you could go somewhere and start. That team's not my team, though. Okay, I just want to say that. All right, and it may not be, and it may not be anyone else's fucking team here on this panel. All right, but there's a home for you. I don't know where the fuck it is, but like someone's gonna take a gamble on you. The booth could be the home, your couch, or it could be one of these 32 NFL teams, and you might be right. And Gabe could potentially be right in saying that you're gonna come back, and you're gonna be good, you know, and you know, shit like that. But the jury is still out, and I think that's the best consensus is that we don't know. He can say that he can still start, and he's one of the 32 all the fuck he wants. Well, you need to prove that. And until then, and if you're even given that opportunity, we're not going to know. But me personally, I mean, I think that there's a place. I just don't know where the hell that place is.
Three shots, Troy, that if Cam Newton starts, he has a better year than Jared Goff. Barring injuries and all that, just like straight up, like game by game that they.
You got to remember, Troy's getting swole, so you need to up that 3 shots to like 6.
I'll do it. If Cam's anything like last year, I'll easily take that bet. I'll do it. So, would someone write this down? This is an easy bet.
Off season,
I'm writing it down now.
COVID, no injuries. You on crack rocks,
bro.
What? You bet him. I'm writing it down.
No, I'm talking about Troy.
He's talking about me.
Wow.
I'm like,
are we doing six
Jared Goff literally was about to be cut from.
I don't think
Jared number 1 in.
I don't think Jared Goff's a good quarterback, but he was better than Cam last year. It's just facts, bro.
We're talking about going forward.
I don't see Cam getting
in a better situation as well, too, though. New England has nobody over there, though, bro. I understand that we seen some balls that then skip rocks, like, you know, you be at the lake or the river and you trying to skip rocks.
He skipped a lot of rocks.
That's we seen a couple of them throws last year.
Y'all never seen
but
Jared
you got
Goff?
to understand, you got Cooper Kupp, you got Rob Woods, you got Cam Akers. You know what I mean? A Gerald Everett been to sign a big contract this year. Goff was in a way better situation than what Cam was.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into halftime. We're gonna get into two music videos for you guys. Give our panel a little bit of break. They get to go ahead and stretch their legs. I'm sorry, Tony. Tony just laughed, fucking smiling. He's like, but they're gonna
because we totally let it go that you said the most disrespectful thing on the entire show. You said Cam couldn't start for your team that just signed like a free agent walk-on backup, and everybody was just like, that's the most disrespectful shit ever.
No, but Tyler Heineke's one game was better than Cam's whole season, bro.
No, I agree. I'm a Heineke supporter. I've been going everywhere and saying this guy's the next Tony Romo, but if he can't start over him, then shit. Go to the Monday night booth. We need a brother with charisma in the Monday night booth.
Hey, we do need a brother in the Monday night booth, though. That's real shit.
We got Riddick.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, Rick doing his thing. Let's go ahead. Let's get into these 2 music videos. Panel, go ahead. Stretch your legs. Everyone in the chat, go ahead. Stretch your legs. Refill your cups. All that good stuff. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So yeah, it's about 5-minute break. So yeah, we'll see you in a few. Dilly, y'all. This is first up, Shama Noel with Big Plans.
And as Americans, we will not give up a single right guaranteed under the Constitution. The history of unpunished violence against our people clearly indicates that we must be prepared to defend ourselves, or we will continue to be a defenseless people at the mercy of a ruthless and violent racist mob.
I'm I'm all about black advancement. This tree of life done grew all type of branches. Some ripe, some cancerous. Don't ask why. You won't like the answers. The teachers that's teaching your black daughter ain't like the Panthers. It's gonna need some psychoanalysis. Prideful and arrogant. Since inside of that fair skin, what's inside of that fair skin? Can't be ashamed of it. Pain from it, help you gain and obtain from it. They try to clean you out, but you stay in it. Ain't no tainting him. So it's only right if they try to. When your spirit is good, negative forces gonna try you. This for that kid in high school that don't like rules and has an higher IQ than the voltage of Raichu. I'm too nice with it. When I hit 1,000,000, my wrist won't have ice in it. When I walk in buildings, bet I put some lights in them. When I get close to my idols, I'll keep my distance. Yeah, cause I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans. Yeah, see, I got big plans. I got big plans. Yeah, see, I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans. Cause I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans. Yeah, see, I got big plans. I got big plans. Yeah, see, I got big plans. I got big plans. I got big plans.
Kaepernick took a knee, he ain't mean that we bound down. Fair share, we try and eat that prevent us from chowing down. Freedom of speech, fuck is that about when they never hear us speak? Though we scream out loud, for crying out loud, they want us silent and quiet. Break us down, we get up, call us victims of society. We sell drugs, so they label us thugs, killing each other all along. We've been fighting the wrong rivalry. Message gets distorted when they pigeonhole us and force us to riot. Now they can't silence the violence. All you smell is tear gas, hear shots and sirens. Smoke clear, all you see is sons dying, mothers crying. Hell on earth, we all in the pot frying. We draw the line, which side do you align with? The disenfranchised, living in the last times. Long as our message heard, then we truly can't die. Devils try to infiltrate us, sending instigators. Pull up to the protest, piles of bricks waiting. Trying to build community like bricklayers. Bullshit democracy, president dictating. We impatient, ain't waiting for change. They trying to segregate us, put us in our place. Discrimination, try to keep us in chains. Yelling all lives matter, but that shit ain't the same. You sound stupid as fuck and only throwing fuel on the flames. You know what that does? It sets the world ablaze. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. We work against some forces. We work against some forces. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices.
They never gave a fuck, they still don't give a fuck. All they see is a threat. Who they tryna vet? Killing me, your mind still bets on our lives, showing so disrespect. Ain't that some shit? They must have forgotten about that blood and the sweat that we poured into the soil for their vision and they spoils. We still end up missing, making my blood boil. See my brothers dead in the sheet, we just trying to eat, making it hard for me to breathe. They already got the lead, how we trying to cheat out here? Waking up daily with a target on my back. It drives me crazy trying not to react, but that's how they want it like that.
Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. We work against some forces. We work against some forces. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back here to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. That track was Hear Our Voices by Bogart Scott Free, and the previous track was by Shama Noel. Big Plans, posting out real strong here for Black History Month. I could honestly really quick, like I could still remember me and Bogart being on the phone. Like I had just gotten back from like when like the protest, like shit was like crazy. Like it was like at like the height and like the peak of everything. This like before I had signed the police accountability bill here in Colorado Springs shit. And like you just like, bro, like I pray for you, I hope that everything is well. And like it was scary because, you know, there'd be motherfuckers like you know, white persons like on parking garages aiming at us with like ARs and shit, like, you know, like it was a crazy experience. And like all of his lyrics really embody that, like every story and everything that I had went through really got to like the nitty gritty of that. So like I appreciate him making that song, and that song is actually going to be on his album dropping very soon. So be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for that announcement. Hell yeah, bro! That it is dope, bro. It was dope. Let's go ahead and let's keep it moving. We're gonna get right into the very next topic. This one I'm super excited about because now we get to talk about the NFL draft. Give me one wide receiver and one running back, not named Smith or Chase or Harris or Etienne, that you feel everyone at home watching tonight should be on the lookout for.
Is my mic working real quick, guys? You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I changed setup, so I had to, you know, mic check. I started off, though. You said not Smith, can't name Smith. I go with Waddle. Give me Jalen Waddle, man. I know he's a gadget type player. You know, he's definitely gonna have to be in the right situation. But as far as, you know, future and just him being a little seasoned, I know everybody, you know, 23, but you know, Ayuk, Debo Samuel came in season. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that little age to get through those grueling long seasons. Give me Waddle on the wide receiver, and on the running back, I like Javonte Williams. You know, I mean, North Carolina, whatever. He's not really, you know, 220. He's kind of big, but if he's in the right system, one of those spread type offenses, you know, running backs is it's kind of easier to hit a little bit. You know what I mean? I know you don't say Etienne or the real top ones, but somebody like Javonte, I can see him making it. I can see him making a splash in the NFL in the right situation, though.
Tony?
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Didn't have time to prepare for this and not that familiar with college football. The only guy that wasn't on your list that I'm really familiar with, that I'm big on, is I'm blanking on his first name, the tight end from Florida,
Kyle Pitts.
Right, yes. Yeah. I think you mentioned him earlier in the show. This kid, because the Chargers are going through the Hunter Henry situation right now, and one of the guys that I talk to a lot on Instagram and stuff made a really good point about moving on from Henry and how this guy could make a really nice transition into that offense and fill a hole. So I don't really familiarize myself with rookies until after the draft because I don't really watch college football unless it's like a big game, Michigan State, because I'm from there. You know, occasionally I just watch Ohio State, but that's about it.
Okay. Gabe?
I was going to say Javonte Williams too. He actually my running back too in this class. I like him better than I like Etienne. I feel like Etienne's hips is too stiff, and I feel like he's only runs straight really fast. And I feel like Javonte Williams is more of an all-around 3-down running back. The other is it got to be a wide receiver?
I mean, you know,
I like Kadarius Toney from Florida.
Okay.
Number one, I feel like a lot of people not talking about him because Kyle Pitts gets a lot of the shine out there in Florida. But if you look at Kadarius Pitts, I mean not Kadarius Pitts, Kadarius Toney, he could have came out last year, and I thought he would have been probably a top 12 wide receiver last year if he would have came out. But he's coming out this year, and I think he's easily top 8. And I feel like a lot of people don't look at him, but if you look at the tape, there's no way he doesn't pop out to you. So,
luckily I have, and I can defend you on that one, and he should pop out to Filmhead
for sure. You should go look at. If you don't know his name, you should go look it up.
Absolutely, JD.
Man, well, they didn't, Tony and Cuzzo then took the words right out of my mouth. Them is my two dudes, and it ain't no bigger Miami Hurricane fan on this side of the Mississippi. So that last game that North Carolina and motherfucking Miami played, Go look at what Javonte did.
I'm a Miami fan too. He killed us.
He ripped the heart right out because I thought we was finna go play for that ACC championship and it fucked us real tough. You know what I mean? And that hurt. So, shout out to Javonte. That's my dog right there, and I think that he's definitely going to be, put in a perfect situation because he's not going to go. If he does go in the first round, which I don't think he will, it will be to a later team, which he'll be put in a greater situation than what ETN and Najee, they might even go slide a little bit further in the draft. And then to speak on Kyle Pitts, he's not a position player. They have him as an athlete, a 6'6", 260 athlete. You know what I mean? That's out there snatching shit. So like how I said that maybe New England might try to move up to go get him, or it might fall on him. Those are my two players right there is Kyle Pitts and Javonte, bro, without a doubt.
Okay. I'm about to blow everyone's fucking mind. Like people are gonna be like, "Yep, he definitely plays fucking Dynasty." Go ahead, Troy.
Man, so I'm glad y'all didn't steal my Javonte. I knew everyone was gonna say Javonte, so y'all didn't steal my other guy. So I'll go wide receiver. Rondale freaking Moore is my guy.
All right, I got another one to shift. Go ahead. You took one of mine.
Bro,
Go ahead.
Rondale Moore, he's just everyone knows how strong he is. He has quads. He's quad 600. Like people know that about him, but he's so explosive to me. I'm not a scout, I'm new to film, but he reminds me a lot of Debo, just a little bit more explosive. But he has that. To me, he does. Also, they both have injury.
He's the senior. Part 2. I promise.
But if he's in the right system, like if somehow he ended up with like the Chiefs or something like that, like he's that type of dude that he's just a playmaker. Like you get the ball in his hands and he could take off. Like he's just that electric, and I just love it. I just love watching him play football. So that's my wide receiver. My running back. I had a tough time with this one, right? Because I like Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, teammate, but he's more of a guy who's going to complement somebody else. He's not going to be like a bell cow. I'll have to say Jefferson. Jamar, I didn't pronounce his name, Jamar Jefferson. And
wait.
Jermar, is it? Wait, yeah, Jermar Jefferson. Sorry. Yeah, I always mess that up. Jermar Jefferson out of Oregon State. He's really, I feel like he's not being talked about enough. And he's just also a dude that you give him the rock and he takes it to the house. Like anytime that he has like a hole, he just hits it. Like he's the type of dude that I don't think he's being talked about enough. Like everything that I saw, and again, I'm a novice to film, I'm not a scout, none of that, so I'm not claiming to be. But when you watch certain dudes, some dudes just stand out to you more than others, and that dude's tape, man. I feel like he's also an excellent pass catcher, and I just like pass catching running backs as well. So his pass catching and explosiveness, both of those were just phenomenal to me, and I think they're not talking about him enough.
You trying to share film? I have not gotten his film yet.
It's really good.
Shoot it over to me. Shoot it over to me tomorrow morning, bro. If you don't mind. I appreciate you. By the way, if you guys don't share film with your fucking industry homies, you're POS. I just want to say that. Okay. Share fucking film. Share film. And if you guys want any of the film that I got, I'll share it with you guys as well. The two that I have. So first up for my wide receiver, we all know who the wide receiver that I'm in love with, and that's why I had to write not Smith or Chase, and that is Jamar Chase. So at wide receiver, I am going to shift gears and not go more because Troy already did it, and I'm going to get you guys hit with another guy, and he's actually out of Minnesota, believe it or not, and that's Rashad Bateman.
And I was waiting for someone to say him.
I was like, how did no one go Rashad Bateman? Rashad Bateman, he's pretty unique in the fact that where one of the things that I kind of see in him is how he stretches separation between him and corners. It's about I want to say it's about anywhere between 3.6 to about 4.2 yards of separation. He's very, very close within there. I got to remember exactly. But when you watch on film, I mean, he's definitely getting at least about on average 4 yards separation between him and corners. Over the shoulder, he's fucking amazing. The dude can catch the ball at his highest point. I love his toes. I love his toe drag swag. This dude will get 2 feet in, and it took him a little bit to get that down. He was for a hot minute a 1 foot guy. but he's at the point now where he's getting 2 feet in. He can adjust that to the NFL at the wide receiver position. He is unlike Moore, not that bruiser that can get you that yak and break tackles. Breaking tackles, he'll probably break one, and then he's probably going to go down or eventually go down. But that's something that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. He's just a tall, lanky, string bean type of dude. Whereas Moore is, I don't give a fuck. I'm putting a shoulder through a motherfucker's face. And that's what I respect about Moore. So I'm happy that you brought up Moore. Thank you, Troy, for that one. The one that I'm going to go with here, though, for running back, and this guy can actually be drafted as a running back, or he could be drafted as a wide receiver. And if you guys have been a fan of Tony Pollard, Antonio Gibson, Laviska Shenault, Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, then I bring up Kenneth Gainwell out of it.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Kenneth Gainwell is very unique in the sense where the NFL right now has a lot of RPOs that we can probably all together think of about anywhere between 13 and 16 teams that utilize RPOs and jet sweeps. We can at least call off 6 that the jet sweep is right there in their playbook. This is that type of player to where he can be a dual threat. He can be a Swiss Army knife. I can expect to do great things on the special teams. If you buy in on him early in terms of your dynasty drafts, just know that you're going to be sitting on him for a hot minute because he's probably going to introduce as a special teams guy and then work his way into that to that dual threat running back receiver role, unless it's an offense kind of like San Fran. Of course, San Fran can't afford this type of player because they already have Deebo and Ayuk that do the jet sweep motion. So it'd be a different place that he would go to, but a place that they utilize a lot of jet sweeps for sure, RPO action. Kenneth Gainwell is your guy. I promise.
Hey, Robbie, that's why you the admiral, bro. You know what I mean? Because I see you doing that Tony Pollard, man, those Memphis running backs. I mean, they draft the same type of people. Pollard, Darrell Henderson's from there. Mm-hmm. Essentially, they're going to be used as weapons and not just running backs. So I love that one. Like you said, though, you might have to wait a little bit because he might get like that Shenault type role. But yeah, I love that. That was one of the guys I was going to pick too, but I couldn't get over what's the name.
No. I mean, but that's what's great, and that's why we have right now. This panel with multiple different personalities. That's definitely going to be a clip that I have Bogart kind of chop up right there. That was a good 8 minutes I could go on IGTV. We're going to get into right now. So of course, first off, gentlemen, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What to do, dilly. We haven't had a shot here in a couple minutes.
Because it's going to be bottle on me on Sunday, I guess, because I'm running through this shit.
Yeah, JD said Hey, cheers, fellas.
Man, hoop talk. Cheers to y'all, man. I ain't got no drink right now.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'm you left it in the studio.
That's why.
He left it in the studio. This was Wax. This was my dog, Wax. This one was on him. So I guess, the tradition next one on me, man.
Yeah, we've been on Hennessy lately.
Breaking out a tape. I'm on the good old Rumboyz.
Hey, I got one story. Let me share one story off topic. So when the internet motherfuckers came in today to come and hook this shit up, the bottles over there, he got to see in the VSOP Hennessy. He was like, "Oh, y'all really be on."
He's seen that XO up there.
What this shit taste like? He wasn't even tripping off the white Hennessy. He was like the VSOP, like, "Oh, y'all be on."
XO, man, that's almost $200 a bottle, man. We drink good sometimes here.
Fancy, man.
That shit was that shit had me dying, bro.
That's off of sports betting, man. That's off of sports betting.
Hey, March Madness. I'm trying to fucking pull up with a bottle of Florida Cana. I don't know if y'all fellas had the Florida Cana yet, but 25-year age rum.
Damn.
Yeah.
My boy Zach would love that. Let me put that in my phone. You gotta text me that. Text me that. My boy Zach and my brother.
Hold on. I finally just got connected with JD, big bro. So hey, you gotta tap in with me, nigga. No, I'm sorry.
Man, right. After all this time, now we just finally got locked in. What the fuck?
Fucking 8 months of knowing each other, bro. What the hell? Oh my god.
100%, G.
I'm actually super excited for this debate right here, and I don't think that there's a better person than kind of Troy to start this one off. Look, guys, this being Black History Month, right? The last Friday, it's Friday. We all got podcasts. We got shit to do. With this being the last Friday of Black History Month, we have to have this topic. We have to have this debate. Who, in your specific opinion, is the greatest Black athlete of all time? Now, remember at the beginning of the show, I also did mention Black is beautiful, and there's a lot of different types of Black. So, I mean, you know, you could go a lot of different places. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard, like, Roberto Clemente somewhere, like, whatever the fuck. So, like bring it. Think. Go ahead, Troy. You start off. Bring that ism. Like this is huge right here. Like this Doug Williams, Muhammad. Like go ahead,
bro. There's really no answer.
Is this my favorite Black player or who I think is the most influential? Because it's two different things.
Like, wait, the best.
You can do both. You can
best at what they do.
Yeah, just what was that was like when, all right, all of us being brothers, right? There was that one person, like when you first saw him, you were like, I'm Black and I'm proud. Like you put on James Brown, you're like, hey! And you was ready. Like who was that person?
Well, here's the thing, right? So I would normally have a different answer for that, but I feel like a lot of our answers are going to be similar. So I'm gonna switch it up, right?
Mine ain't gonna be similar.
Mine's not either.
Well, damn. Well, well, I'm gonna say
mine might be a little
Williams.
controversial.
That's what I was gonna say, bro.
Yeah,
Serena, hands down, bro.
Bro, she's
100%. Shout out to you, Troy.
Yeah, she's just too dominant. Like, look, like I lost count of how many freaking different championships she's had, bro. Like the Australian Open, the Wimbledon. Like, bro, she's like she's taking the French
She did
Open,
it pregnant,
and she did it pregnant, bro. Like she was dominating. Like I never seen such, like, you know, you've seen there's a lot of like men athletes that do it, but she crushed her competition. Like when she served, it was over. Like
I will meet your female athlete with another female athlete. Wilma
better
Rudolph.
than Serena?
Wilma Rudolph, bro. She could run, bro. Like she would burn down on track. Like
she ain't no Serena.
She ain't Serena, but I'm just saying, like,
nah.
Lisa Leslie. The only WNBA player to dunk.
Nah,
not Serena.
A female
Candace
hooper.
Parker,
Was it Cheryl Swoops? No, Cheryl Swoops, or it was another on the Houston team, the women's team.
If it's a
but
female,
I'm going
you gotta
with
go
Lisa
Serena.
Leslie off top, though. I mean, not Lisa Leslie. Excuse me, my bad. The Hennessy kicking in. It's motherfucking Serena Williams though, off top.
It's not even close.
You know?
It's not even close.
Did you just see the little interview she did, and she got to showing her trophies?
Wait,
boom,
all right.
Wimbledon here. You got the Australian. You got the U.S. And then she get to seeing some second place shit. She like, oh, this not even supposed to be here right now. We're gonna throw this away. You know what I mean? Hey, off top, she's done dominated since she done came in, her and her sister. You know what I mean? You don't get your blood to come up with you and get to running through shit that's predominantly others' game. You know what I mean? They come up on the courts.
She's won like 24 championships. Like she's won like 24 championships. Like, you can't be better than
Grand
that.
Slams, bro. Let's get it right. Grand Slams.
I was so ready for Troy to be like Ali. He went Serena. Then you got JD now on Serena. Like,
I want to be different, bro. I want to be different.
I feel like mine is not even going to be.
Let's go, Gabe. Come on, you got to save us. Break up the monotony.
I got to break up the monotony for sure, but like I got one, but I don't really want to give it because it might be a little controversial, and I ain't trying to do that.
This is Rumboyz After
Dark.
What is it?
Okay, so when I say,
let it be known.
So, like, if it's talking like me, this is me.
Michael Vick, are you gonna say Michael Vick?
Yes. How did you know?
I'm a Virginia Tech fan because you're an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Like living in Atlanta and like having Michael Vick, a black quarterback, like you never seen this before. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Donovan McNabb, but he was like kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of older, but like Michael Vick was in the T.I. Rubber Band Man video. Like that was everything to me, dog.
With Puff, that was a classic video too, big bro.
Rubber Band Man. Wow.
Oh my god! When he came out with my other hand. When he came out with the Michael Vick experience, the shoes and everything, like, of course, what he did,
that commercial,
everything I had, like to this day, I can go get. I don't feel like getting up, but I will go get the Michael Vick jersey. Like that's probably.
Bro, do you
remember
the shoes? Do you remember the shoes when he had the Vicks? When he had his own feet? bro.
Yeah.
I was
Get on the roller coaster. You get to ride the roller coaster.
Right, you get to
like a big
strap
roller
in
coaster.
on that motherfucker.
Bro,
Do you remember when he
for real
dived?
thought that I was like the fastest motherfucker. I was like, I thought that those cleats made me faster for real. Like I was like 7th, 8th grade, and I was like, I'll fucking run over anybody.
He was the most influential player in the NFL during that time. Easy.
I
I think even like
era.
now.
That's our era too. You graduated like 04 to 06.
Madden, bro. Madden with Mike. Madden with
04
Michael
easy
Vick.
day.
Bro, remember how motherfuckers used to treat Jordans? I'll jump higher than you right now. Bro.
He beat Favre at Lambeau that game.
He beat
The first quarterback to do that, to go into Lambeau and win.
Yeah.
I punched a hole in the wall that day. It was fantastic.
That was the last year with the old school jerseys.
Yo, I love that you brought that up. You ever had just like an NFL history day? It was like, I'm gonna watch an old game. That's an old game I'm gonna fucking watch. Like that, you done it, Tony. You done it. I'm gonna watch that fucking game now.
You want to see some inaccurate passing?
Yeah.
He's terrible.
But he pulls it off. But he pulls it off.
I know y'all.
He just looked cool running, so we ignored it.
Exactly. It's like, oh shit. Like,
And an honorable mention to Ken Griffey Jr. I just want to honorable mention to my man Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, you gotta go Ken Griffey.
The kid.
Hey, I just went and bought them Griffies. That I got the second Griffies. That was my freshman year in '95 in high school. They just dropped last week. My little cousin went and got me them Griffies, so I can't wait for them motherfuckers to touch down here at the on my mouth.
All y'all youngins that wanna get on us about the fact that we rock Griffies. Yeah, damn straight we rock Griffies. Y'all need to go and study.
Know nothing about that.
The black and greens, yo.
Yes, 100%. I can't wait till they touch down, boy. Oh my mom.
Shoot me a picture of the unboxing, bro.
I'm gonna do that, big bro. 100%.
Hey Tony, go ahead, bro. What is your most influential?
Fresh water. I see you, Miles.
I just realized that I need better cousins because JD's getting $200, $300 shoes from family members.
That's my cousin right there too, so I'm lucky, right? My cousin too.
I need better cousins too. Damn.
Oh, shit. So real quick, I just want to touch on the Serena Williams thing, and the thing that makes her so amazing is that if you are ever in LA, go down to Compton and look at the area where they started playing on these tennis courts that were just absolute trash. I don't think Richard Williams gets enough credit for the amount of time that he dedicated in helping his daughters. I also want to say the Michael Vick one. I love it because it is a great redemption story of what you can do when you make such a mistake that you're penalized for, and you're able to come back and be like, he's on TV, he's coaching young kids. Like, I feel like it's a great story.
He's featured in our intro.
The guy from and Michael Vick, I wish that I was Michael Vick.
Crucified.
I'm not going to disagree, but I'm saying the outcome was a reality. He had to live through. He had to live through it, and he was able to bounce back. And where he's at now is very impressive to me. Like, just because you get wrongly crucified doesn't mean that your life has to be.
I'll never forget. All right, so 2004. Right, our one of our varsity corners gets injured. All right, which means there's only one other dude behind him. So they have to activate somebody in case he gets fucking hurt. We go to the state championship against Warwick High School. Where did Michael Vick go? Warwick. Where did his brother go? Warwick. So motherfucking Marcus Vick is on the other goddamn side. And when I tell you, this is the fastest. So I only got to play one game. I got to play or one series in that game. When I motherfucking tell you, when I'm sitting on the sideline holding my shit as a freshman, small as shit. Y'all already see how small I am. I'm small as shit, but I'm just fast as fuck, okay? And I'm like holding my shoulder pads, and I see this motherfucker just scramble and run passes on the side. I'm like, the fuck was that? Like, y'all remember Roadrunner? The Looney Tunes? Me. Like, bro, that's exactly what it looked like. They're like fucking Michael Pica. Fucking, I'll never forget. Pica gets injured. I now have to fucking go in, and I'm like, you want me to what? Like, we want you to go in. They knew immediately. A freshman's on the field.
They targeted you, bro.
Freshman's on the field. Bruh, tell me why this man, I'm expecting because of what I've done seeing for like a whole quarter. All right, we're getting in the second quarter when I get my one little fucking 15 seconds of fame. Marcus straight rolls out, me being stupid as fuck because I'm a freshman. I see him roll out, and I've seen him do it for a whole quarter. I'm like, oh, shit, like, he's going to run. Let me bite.
And then you let a bomb touchdown, huh?
Bro, fucking stupid. This is the dumbest thing I ever made. Dumbest decision. It wasn't a touchdown, but it was a pivotal first down that had no business being a first down. All I had to do was stay home. I didn't even have to move. I did not.
Marcus was the next up, though, until he started fucking up, too, though, on everything.
Bro.
Marcus was the next up, and he got his run at Vontae.
Yeah, he did. I want to say
He
fuck
got
you,
the
Marcus.
fucking up.
I want to say fuck you, Marcus. You fucked up my whole high school career, bro. Bro, I literally bit on that shit. I bit on that shit. I didn't even get to, and I didn't even get to hit him. I got to touch him a little bit. He said, "Nope, it's too late." He literally goes, "It's done." He said something to me, but he said it super fast. It was either it's too late or either it's done. And he faded away. He fucking Jordan faded away on me. Just boom. First down, right where you should have just stayed. You didn't have to fucking move, you dummy. It was a curl route.
Hey, I want to say fuck Utah Jazz. The one time I bet on them all year, they fucking lose, bro. I'm hot, bro. I just lost a 3-pick. I had the Raptors, the Clippers, and the Jazz just fucking lost, bro. What the fuck? But I've been doing these prop bets though, like Harrison Barnes over 2 threes. He had like 3 threes a game. I've been doing good. But anyway, I'm gonna give y'all some players, right? So look, I'm not gonna break anyone down except like the last person, kind of, right? So if I'm gonna go influential in my era, just from growing up, I'm gonna say Allen Iverson, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say AI.
Virginia,
I'm gonna say
baby.
AI. But then I'm gonna jump to most influential overall, and it got to be Jackie Robinson, first black baseball player.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Jackie Robinson. But best athlete to me though, where I got to see, you said see them do it, Robbie. So I can't really say I all the way seen this person do it, but I seen enough and know enough. Man, Barry Sanders, bro. 2,800 yards, 42 touchdowns in 12 games, the single best college season ever. 1,500 yards average in his damn near in his career, a little over 100, under 100 a game.
I should have made this a top
Left
5.
early, I'm going with Barry, man.
What age did he walk away from the game from, though, too, though? Barry walked away kind of young.
On here still, he would have been sick, man, because them Herman Moore, Barry Sanders, them, man, he walked away, man. He walked away, but I don't know why he did. He just had the power, and he showed that I'm empowered my own.
Who
self.
said they was a Lions fan? Was that Felix that said he was a Lions fan?
That was Felix.
Yeah, he's definitely he would preach about Barry right now, bro.
I'm going Barry, bro.
Barry had no power whatsoever. That's why he left. He wanted to go, and he had no power. The Lions, for the first time in the history of their franchise, they said, "Oh, we have a commodity that people want. We're going to let him go." They did the same thing with Calvin Johnson. Yeah. But real quick, I didn't get to name my player, and I just want to give a shout out.
Yeah. Name your player. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I played hockey. I grew up in Upper Michigan, and this is why I said nobody's ever going to name the guy that I'm.
Let's go.
So I played the whitest, most elite sport you could imagine. The amount of racism that I dealt with as a kid was fucking ridiculous, and I got to see a guy named Anson Carter play at Michigan State when I was a young kid. Ended up playing for a bunch of teams in the NHL. The guy I'd like to highlight more than him that I feel like I want to see a biopic, I want more people to know about him, is Willie O'Ree. This guy broke the color barrier in the 60s for the Boston Bruins. He was fucking blind in one eye. He got hit, and he couldn't tell the NHL that he was blind because they wouldn't have let him come in. He got to play 45 games. He played a bunch of other sort of periphery NHL professional hockey leagues or whatever, but just a great story of a guy who persevered in a time when the game was like ultimately racist. If you go online and look at the stuff that they said to him, he was sort of the Jackie Robinson of the NHL, and Anson Carter was that guy to me. I saw the dreadlocks sticking out of his helmet, and I was like, Oh shit! It was the first time on the ice that I had ever seen anybody that looked like that resembled me, or
That's
that
deep.
was able to
That's
do it,
deep.
and it was a big fucking moment for me. I collected cans because I couldn't afford tickets to the game, so I collected pop. In Michigan, you get 10 cents a can. I collected pop cans because I was like, I got to be at this game to watch this dude play hockey.
That hit home, bro.
Yeah,
that hit home.
dope,
I mean,
bro.
that's the reason why we started our podcast, because we ain't seen nobody doing it with with the same shit we got. 100%. So by you saying that, bro, and for you to be a kid to see, and want to go do that type of shit, bro, man, shout out to bro. 100%, man.
That's
100%, bro. That's dope.
That was a dope ass story.
So,
That was really cool.
Mama, bro.
I grew up in a immigrant family. And immigrants, a lot of the time, we have to fight for what the fuck is given to us. I shit you not, I have the exact same fucking door that my Jamaican and Dominican relatives sailed here on. My father is Italian and Irish. Growing up, boxing was so fucking huge in our household, and I was waiting for one of you guys to bring this man up. But I mean, come on, 61 fights, 5 losses, like 37 fucking knockouts. Muhammad Ali. The way I got introduced to boxing was my dad like put on those HBO classics. I actually didn't get to see a real boxing match like that was like of my current era until like Tyson in like 94, And I can't remember who he was against. The most impactful Tyson fight to me was in my era that I can go back and remember off the top of my head was, well, actually no, when he faced Prince Nassim, that shit was crazy. That was a dope one. But him and the Lennox Lewis. But I mean, Muhammad Ali, seeing those classics and seeing him in Frazier, and like my dad saying, me as a martial artist, my dad teaching me, how to roll and how to stay light on your feet, how to move, how to control the ring. Like it's something special about the sport of boxing, of knowing how to calculate where that back foot is and knowing exactly where to throw that jab and where to land that jab. Everything about it, just the technical aspect and the fact that Ali was so technical. I have to go Muhammad Ali. For football, I gotta go my own Washington football team. Doug Williams, my own Washington Redskins. Doug Williams, first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I will go back till this day and watch that and watch that game. It's the only way I can really relive, or not even relive, but really just enjoy the fact that we won something. And then for baseball, I'm about to fuck everyone's head up. But I gotta go with the homie Roberto Clemente. Again, my dad, putting on, those highlights. My mom, saying, "Hey, son, si se puede," like, you can get it, and like that. That's our people out there, doing it and really putting on. I was a Sammy Sosa fan as a kid because it's like, oh shit, like you look like me and you talk like me and you speak like me, but it's like we're still fucking black. But it sucks that he eventually did the whole Villago fucking cream thing and made himself white. But like, just kind of seeing that and learning sports was my first insight that like growing up in school, everyone was like, oh, you're black, so like your family's from Africa, and it's like, what?
Right.
So kind of seeing all these different athletes do it and kind of, put on and especially like in baseball, like see those old highlights growing up and like having like understand like there's language barrier, but like holy shit, like they look like me, their skin color's like mine, like fucking morena, like through and through, but like they understand, they understood, like so I don't know, like to me, it's beautiful that in sports we're able to embrace different races, different religions, different language barriers and shit like that, and have a list that we just came up with. And honestly, people probably wouldn't even realize like what I just said was like or I just said at the end, like, yeah, like no, he's black. Like, no, like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, not Cubanos a little, but like the Caribbeans, shout out to all Trinidad, Tobago, everyone in the West Indies, like fuck, because it's beautiful and we're a beautiful culture, and it's just
So I got one quick story before we go on to the next topic. So I got my work shirt on, my 9 to 5, right? So I worked for or worked with a lead man, white guy, you know what I mean? Loving to death. When I got in trouble, he was at my court date. When I got hurt, he was at my hospital bed. But by you bringing up Roberto Clemente, right now he got to be 60-something years old. But his favorite player growing up was fucking Roberto Clemente, bro. 100%. That Pittsburgh Pirates. Listen, and then what he was doing for his country, and the reason why he passed, because he was doing shit for his motherfucking country, bro. I swear to you. My dog Tom Magarell, man, shout out to him, man. He's just only thing I don't like about him, he's a fucking Packer fan. You know what I mean? Because the Niners and the Packers, they battle. But other than that, I'm telling you, that was his dog, was fucking Clemente, dog, on everything. That's fucking funny that you said. It ain't funny, but just for you to say that, bro, it hit home on everything, without a doubt, bro.
And it is, and I like that. I can honestly share that culture, share that education with people. Shout out to Haiti as well. That we're a beautiful people. This skin color is beautiful. Continent.
Yeah, off top.
You get used to it. I want to go ahead and get into really quick. We got 2 more topics here on the night. John's like your family still has the same door. We got like half of the motherfucker. Like we got like we got like the portions of that shit. That shit definitely got wrecked by tides and shit. But yeah, we got like like the same like and this is like a kind of like a family heirloom, and it gets passed down.
Everything.
But yeah, I know it's weird. I don't know why the fuck we still have that shit and why the fuck we keep it. But let's see here. NBA All-Star Weekend. Yes, I saw Troy. And then I know Puff Daddy. We're gonna go.
And that shit mean a lot, though. My bad, Amro. But just to have a piece of that motherfucker, that means a lot, though, bro. Me and this dude down here in my bottom left. We big on the family like type shit, man. Yeah, him with the socks I had on. We big on family like type shit. Just to have anything from back then, bro, is 100%, man.
Yeah.
Without a matter of fact, hold on, my cup. Shout out to the piece of to what you done came on for 100% though, bro.
Real talk, bro. We fought hard. NBA All-Star Weekend is approaching, and me myself as a marketing guy, it always feels that this event has it has a lot more offers, bigger, it's better than whatever the NFL could possibly do in regards to their whole Pro Bowl, their equivalent of their All-Star Weekend, right? Let's face it, we probably know some shorties that go part of All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend, but don't nobody go to motherfucking Pro Bowl. What could the NFL do to amp up their Pro Bowl? And what do you look forward to most in regards to NFL or NBA All-Star Weekend? Go ahead, Guccini.
Well, I remember the days of the Pro Bowl being after the Super Bowl. That's when I grew up.
Same.
You know what I mean? So you would have the Super Bowl winning quarterback and players on that team get to, they whole little swagger was a whole little different. If you go check some YouTube tapes of the mid-90s and shit like that, you know what I mean, when they was in Honolulu, that was a big thing, though. The NFL paid for you and your family to go ahead and go over there. You know what I mean? Even though the numbers might have registered, but me being an NFL junkie, I stayed tuned in to from week 1 all the way to week 20, which is the motherfucking Pro Bowl. You got 19 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, or 20 weeks, and then that 21st week is the fucking Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just taking it back to Honolulu, not going to Orlando the week before the Super Bowl. Shit like that, man. Just get it back, because like I said, I'm an old school dude. So for me, it would be taking it back to the old school method of being the week before or the week after the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? To where the Super Bowl champions could go interact with their counterparts and, go get to showing off when they might not have their rings, but you just go talk their shit, bro. You know, but one thing that I do like about the NBA is that they keep their fans involved, bro. You know, you do your voting and all that, but I mean, that's how the NFL do too, though, bro. But ain't nothing like the NBA All-Star Weekend, because if you go back to what it was in Vegas, which I'm madder than a motherfucker being only a couple hours away from Vegas that I missed, but from what I heard, that the NBA All-Star Game in Vegas was the biggest event in probably in that decade right there. That was 08, I think it was 09. That's the biggest shit ever, bro. 100%, bro. And I'm mad at a motherfucker that I didn't get to experience on everything. So you got to make the weekend the illest shit ever.
Go ahead, Gabe.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a football junkie too, so I like football just as much as the next man. But if I'm an NFL player, I'm not trying to play in the week 20, like, period. I don't care how good you think I am or how many fans voted, but fuck that. I've been playing all season, bro. I'm tired, boss. I'm not trying to come out there and get accidentally hit. No, leave me alone, sir. Put it in. If you want me to show up, put it before, you know what I'm saying, the Super Bowl. So I still kind of feel like I'm in the flow of things, but I'm not trying to fly. And then you fly me all the way out to Hawaii, so I got to be out there for a week. Well, if I don't want to be out there, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Who don't want to be in Hawaii, though, bro? You been to Hawaii before?
No, I probably would want to be in Hawaii. But I'm saying if I got a lot of money, I probably want to be somewhere else.
Before, bro. You definitely going to want to go on a free dollar.
That's a fact. But I'm saying, but you're going to get hit though, and then you're going to get cameras all in your face. You don't have cameras in your face all year, bro. I'm trying to get away from all y'all. I don't know.
You know,
I'm with that.
Hey, shout out to Sean Taylor. Rest in peace, brother. Remember when he lit up the punter? I forgot who it was. That's why you don't want to go, huh?
He didn't plan on that. He did not plan on that. We out here having fun, bro. You out here hitting too hard. And NBA All-Star Weekend that's just NBA All-Star Weekend. Ain't no topping that, man. And it's gonna be in the city too. It's lit.
This dude was at the Las Vegas shit, man. Tell him about the Vegas shit, man.
Oh, Tony gotta go first. Let's go ahead, Tony.
I ain't gonna tell him about that.
The Pro Bowl is something that I've talked about a lot on my show, right? You can't play fake football, and you have these guys out there who are trying to half-ass it, and they don't really want to get hit. That's how people get injured. If you look back, they used to have like other contests. Robert Edwards was a running back that was on the rise for the New England Patriots. He played in some like summer beach bowl thing or whatever and ended up tearing his ACL, Achilles, whatever it was. And it cost him like a good chunk of his career, if not the entire thing. I have proposed sort of a fun 7-on-7 where you bring back like all-time greats, like not even all-time greats, but just former players. And you play like just a flag football where we get to see some of our favorite players. You know, like Joe Montana has to play wide receiver, but like for one series, Tony Saragusa has to play quarterback. Like just some ridiculous shit that will be entertaining. We mic these guys up, and it's just sort of like it's more, you know, fuck around time than it is an actual game, because you cannot ask these guys like the guy ahead of me said, Puff Daddy here, Mr. Fantasy Football Puff Daddy. Big Puff, there it is. You cannot ask these guys to give more shit. They've already given you everything they have, and now you want them to come out and smile and glad hand and do all this bullshit to move your game forward. They've sacrificed their bodies. They're injured. Your fucking guys' lives up like Josh Gordon, who's just like, I just want to smoke a little weed and just fucking go and heal my body and whatever. And you've ruined my life because of it. So like, the NFL Pro Bowl to me needs to be changed completely to sort of like almost a sideshow event like the one that I just recommended. I'm a little drunk. I could go into better detail, but I'm starting to fall off my fucking chair. The NBA All-Star Game also too is a fucking joke because nobody plays any defense until the fourth quarter and these dudes' egos start coming out.
And that check is on the line.
Exactly. And then you get guys being like, hey, coach, tap me back in because it's close and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to shut down whatever. On my show, I'm going to do a SportsMe battle about this tomorrow when the podcast comes out, is that I am proposing, all we talk about in the NBA is the big three. Let's have a big three tournament, right? We have 12 Eastern, 12 Western Conference All-Stars. They get to pick their lineups. We play a big 3-on-3. Sorry, Ice Cube, I'm infringing on your territory a bit. I get that. But we let these guys go out there and they play like 3 rounds, right? Maybe the final game is up to 15, win by 2. If you condense the intensity, you're going to get better defense. You're going to get guys that are like, oh, shit, it's 8-6. I need to actually step up and play something. We're going to get better games. It's going to be shorter. These guys all have egos. They want to show that they are the man and they could win. It's the one change that I would make. The thing I look forward to the most is usually the 3-point contest because I fancy myself a guy who could shoot threes, even though I would get smoked by the most forgotten 3-point Judd Bushler. I get fucking smoked by any of them, but I would love to compete.
Jim Langler?
Yes.
Langler, yeah, I was like Langler. Fucking Kev, let's go.
Nah, I'm with you, Tony, man. It's the intensity, you can't match it.
Tony got isms, by the way. Tony got isms. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you on a couple takes. Like it's you can't recreate it, you know what I mean? And it's kind of a waste of time. Like the preparation for basketball and football is way different. Like, you know, AAU, when you grow up, you know, pick up games, you lace them up, you know, run through some plays you could walk through, and that's it. Football is so much more complicated, and you need all these aspects to come together for a game that I've never watched a Pro Bowl in my life. Like, I've never watched it. Like,
Marshall Falk was in the last Pro Bowl I watched. Marshall Falk.
When the Pro Bowl is on, I'm like, oh, hell, the Pro Bowl. I've changed it. Like, that shit is not entertaining. They're not playing for nothing. And then I'll go with basketball
myself. I'll go
football
myself.
Football cannot make it like basketball. And the reason is because basketball is bigger, not bigger than football, but All-Star Weekend compared to the Pro Bowl, All-Star Weekend is big. It's
Here's the thing.
It's the popping thing. It's the thing to do. It brings everybody. And the most important component of NBA All-Star Weekend is
females.
All the other major sports are off. They're off. All the other major sports are not in. So everyone's out there kicking it. Like, it's like, you know, you're not going there for stars.
Women go to NBA All-Star Weekend, okay? Women go to NBA All-Star Weekend.
That's it, bro.
Yes. What about the stripper, okay?
What about the stripper?
Like, listen, no one does Pro Bowl wing and lap dance deals for fucking their club, okay?
Yep. I want to give a shout out to Magic City in Atlanta. It's a fantastic place for chicken wings.
It really is, though.
Sponsor of the show.
It really is.
Lemon Pepper Lou. It's the place to get
You gotta get the hot lemon pepper extra wet.
Yeah, the hot lemon pepper extra wet, bro. So
hey, but look though. Y'all might not be familiar with Mac Dre, but Mac Dre got a whole motherfucking documentary, Trill TV Part 2 in Honolulu, based around the motherfucking Pro Bowl.
Yeah, and they were kicking it. It was the players' bar.
Don't ever say I don't know who Mac Dre is.
Okay, my bad, big bro. But my bad. But y'all trying to down the Pro Bowl. But I'm telling you, when the fourth quarter come, even for the Pro Bowlers, they know they got the 100 racks online. You know what I mean? The winners get the $100,000 bag. Man, I'm telling y'all, you know, coming up in the 90s, in the mid 90s and the early 2000s, the Pro Bowl they was playing, bro. They was playing 100%. The shit just watered down.
JD, just imagine if you had some 49ers that actually made the Pro Bowl, how devastated you would be if they got injured in that game.
No. But see, I come from the era where the Pro Bowl was after the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, and it didn't matter.
That's where I come from.
We're the same age.
Tony. Here's where I'm coming at, and y'all hear me out, okay? Even if you make it's a marketing thing, right? You are not making this hot. You're not making this appealing. You're not making this any better. You're having, and the reason why is because with marketing, you have to recycle minds because marketing is everlasting, it's ever changing, and it's gonna change with technology. Don't fucking bring in some old ass exec that's worked with like NFL Network for years and like goddamn Nickelodeon. Like, no, you need to bring in somebody that's doing pop and say, all right, so here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to make the targets look like this, you know, for the QB competition. We need to make this look like this. Like you gotta make shit appealing. And the Pro Bowl doesn't make it appealing. They don't try. Like football, it's not that football or the skill sets of football are not appealing.
Yeah, but it's the same. Hot chicks don't work out either. They're already fucking hot, so they're not spending time at the gym. Like the NFL is a $25 billion business. Like, why are they? They don't need to make this event any bigger. If they need, they tried this Nickelodeon bullshit to get my kids. I sat down with my 9-year-old, and he was like, "The fuck is SpongeBob doing in the middle of the goalpost?" He was like, "What is this?"
Dude, I fucking love that.
He didn't give a shit about any of it.
Yeah,
that was my greatest. I love that shit. I was like, I like this. I want every game. I was ready.
They need to make it fantasy related somehow. Like, come on, man. Let's make it fantasy related.
Well, they tried
somehow.
to. They had Dion and Jerry Rice.
Look, what they should do is, they should take the players from the year before, right? So whoever was the Pro Bowlers the year before, the first game of the next season, pick your lineups, all the Pro Bowlers, pick your lineup as a team, and the winner's team gets whatever. You know what I mean? The Pro Bowl. Put it on the line like that. Like, make it fantasy related. Like Pro Bowl's not fun. Like All-Star Weekend is a whole different array. Like
All-Star Weekend, All-Star Weekend, I know for a fact that I'm gonna eat some fucking hot wings and meet a stripper named Cinnamon. Oh God. Hey, you know what's great? The only thing that I'm gonna be asked by my missus, baby, are you gonna share both? And it's gonna be great. NBA, that I love my marriage. I don't give a fuck. I love my marriage.
That's right.
I love my marriage. I have the greatest fucking marriage of all. Shout out all the married people out there in the chat. We're gonna get into our last topic right here, right now. I wish I had some way to segue that into what we're about to talk about, but we're actually about to talk about stocks and money and investment, which is related to sports. So about 2 weeks ago on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network on Friday night, we talked about the whole trading card shit and the sneaker shit and everything like that. Well, this new hustle popped up. And I know that Kev, you get to start this off, right? This new hustle popped off, and I'm shocked that Kev has not blown up my phone already. Be like, hey, are you throwing money? Like, what's good? NBA Top Shot blew up this past week, which is basically a video highlight / trading cards type of cryptocurrency deal. Are you guys in or out? And how long before other sports leagues do what the NBA is doing with Top Shot? Go ahead, Kev.
Look, listen, I can't even give you all the ins and outs of this, right?
I know that you can't because we do stocks. So like we're both me and you are both looking at this like
I'm down.
I need more explanation on this. What's happening?
Look, hold on. I'm gonna give you the most this is a person who doesn't really know. So I'm with my homie last night, right? So we have Hoop Talk on Sundays, and he's the one of the hosts, but he comes when he doesn't work, and he's supposed to be our daily fantasy guy. And I get on him all the time. I'm like, man, you got all the little secrets, but you don't tell us. You keep it from us. So he comes. I'm with him last night. It's so funny, right? And he says he's into cars and he makes a lot of money off cars. He said, Kev, listen, there's this fucking thing. Now, this is him explaining it to me. So, Tony, I still don't understand it all the way. He said, bro, I bought a pack of something, and I'm going to just say something because I didn't understand. He said, I bought a pack of something, and it's the rights to a highlight. Somebody's buying the rights to a highlight. He said, somebody bought a highlight for $100,000. I said, what do you mean a highlight? Are they in the, do they put on goggles and they get to see from the guy's eyes and made the highlight? Like, what the fuck is
this
like,
shit?
Kev. He's like, Kev, somebody bought the highlight for $100,000. I said, bro, I'll be back tomorrow and we got to go over this, man. I need in. Hey, if there's a nickel bag sold on the block, I want in. King of New York.
Shout out to the King of New York, bro.
Bro, but that's what's so bad about you and I. And I honestly intended, like, when I was playing the show tonight, when I was playing out the cast, I was like, I gotta find a way to make sure that Kev starts off this topic. And you just happen to do this, like, this is the universe. So like I had to know. So like it sounds like you haven't invested yet because you haven't fucking been like, Robbie, did you do it yet? Hey, bro, that's how I know. That's how I know. Hey, so since Kev and I have been friends, This is how I know if Kev is fucking gonna go and dip money into some shit. Because he'd be like, "Hey, Rob, did you do it?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, all right, I did it too. I just want to let you know about this play." And we'll both get it on the same play. We're like, "All right, let's just see what the fuck happens." My problem is that I hold on to plays longer. It's like, hook me up out of stock. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm already good. I'm clean." I'm like, "Fuck." Like, damn it.
Hey, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them, baby.
Fucking Kenny Rogers here. Okay,
Explain it, please, Robbie. Explain it to Tony so he can understand this.
Tony,
shit.
Tony, yeah. Based off of what you've heard, though, like.
So this is, to me, this is interesting because, like, this is similar to, like, as coming from an acting background, there was something that was proposed where it was like, people were going to start investing in actors, possibly, where you were like putting money into people that you thought were going to go from making commercials to making TV and film. And then they owned a certain percentage of what you were making. It sounds a little bit like that, where it's like,
which sounds like fucking terrible, but yeah.
But no, like an investment. So it's like if me, like when I was working a lot and I was booking commercials and making money, it's good for them, right? Because then the next step is you do TV spots and eventually, hopefully, you do movies. But like with this, it sounds like somebody paid $100,000 for like, okay, let's just use the Odell Beckham catch on Monday Night Football a couple of years ago. So you get this one-handed catch or whatever. Now you own the rights to this one spot. Somehow that has to be worked out with the NFL, because then that shit ends up in a Head and Shoulders commercial, and you're sort of maybe licensing the right to use this highlight or reference in some way. Like, I'm not really sure how you make money off this. I made
skills in hip hop.
Okay, there it is. We got Bogart coming in. I'm gonna have to find out what this is. We're gonna have to sit down over some Lechon and figure out exactly what that means. Guys, like I said, I'm a little drunk and I got to take a piss. I think that anything that anybody can do to find a way to make money, if you can find a way to, the NFL is greedy. We've already discussed that, like a salary cap league, but they make $25 billion. If they can find a way to make extra money off of like even 15 5-second incremental clips, they're going to do it. They're going to take advantage of anybody who's willing to dole out $100K to own the rights of something. Is that in perpetuity? Does this guy get that for $100K for in perpetuity? Do we know what the highlight was? I need more details. I'm going to keep drinking.
First of all, it's going to be autographed, right? Keep going. I'll give you some more details. I'm right now because this was last night when me and my homie had this conversation.
Go ahead, Gabe. Go ahead, Gabe. It's your turn.
Big Puff has got this.
It sounds like you're telling me that I'm owning the Sports Center top 10. Is that
That's
what's
what
going
I'm
on
wondering.
right now? I haven't heard about it.
Gabe just brought a point. Would I be able to use my Top Shot that I just purchased as a highlight in my show if I purchase that on instant? Oh shit!
NBA is not going to let you do that.
Like I have a friend who's a sports photographer, right? He shot like Vin Scully and stuff like that. He was willing to let me use his shots with Vin for free, but
they're fully licensed.
Other guys used his shots, and he sued the shit out of them because those were his photos that he took. So it's like like Big Puff just said here. If he has that if he buys the rights to a play, and then ESPN says, "Oh, we want to run the
it's a legal battle,
double play turn," you got to fight all of this stuff. Like it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem worth it, and this seems like something that white people will master before I can understand it or have enough money to compete.
No, you're right. I mean,
so this is what it is. I could tell you right quick. So each segment is an autographed, and it incorporates HD quality video specific to each player that will be released. 4 NBA superstars: Kobe Bryant of the Lakers, 2011 NBA All-Star Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant when he was on the Thunder, and John Wall on the Wizards. It will be autographed, and it's giving some type of maybe like behind the scenes type thing that you're getting with this highlight card. It's not just the actual highlight. It's you have and I don't know what you do with it. I don't know if it's going to be worth, they're buying it, hoping it'll be worth some later. Maybe it's like a Dogecoin situation where they're just buying it. The lotto ticket.
I wonder if
they
it's
had
moving,
a LeBron James one that sold for $71,000.
I wonder if it's moving cards into the digital collection, right? Because nobody wants material shit. I have my closet is filled with my old football and baseball cards where you go in there and you're like, who, Mike Stanton, backup reliever for the Yankees? My wife is like, get this shit out of my closet. And I'm like, you never know. There could be, a Mike Gallego card in here somewhere that's worth money. But it's not like everything's going to go digital. Maybe this is just the start before I fully understand. Because it sounds like you're buying sort of almost like a GIF, right? Like you're opening up
that's what it is.
digital
You're buying
GIF.
a gift for 100 racks. Fuck out of here.
You could monetize it.
So Gabe,
There it is.
I gotta ask you, if we have a top shot of Deion Sanders, Falcons,
with the hand behind his back, high stepping.
Exactly. You're not.
But why wouldn't I be able to just go to YouTube and watch it when I wanted to?
Because it's not going to be the auto GIF. It's not going to be the auto clip. So the clip means nothing without the auto. So you can sell that clip now.
Wow. I got more information on it. I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I'm gonna just read it real quick. It's hard to explain the concept. This is what it says in a way that makes sense to most people. Here it is. The company behind Top Shot Moments, for example, LeBron James dunk, are essentially virtual sports cards, folding short highlight clips into a package with 3D animations and player stats. They utilize blockchain technology, which is the backbone of crypto. Copies of the specific moments are given a serial number to indicate how many are produced. Lower serial numbers are considered more valuable, along with serials that match the player's jersey number. Different runs so there's different highlights, and each one is going to be. They reference Kobe Bryant, the game some weeks before he passed when LeBron was there. You couldn't find the actual highlight like this. That's what they're doing. Wow, this is crazy. This is some. Hey, man, listen. If winning was easy, losers would do it, man. They got these niches, man.
Kev, shoot me some top shots and we'll talk.
We got to figure this shit out.
Am I the only one with the video?
You said that again?
What happened?
What's up, Gabe?
Did he freeze on like the biggest moment?
Oh, I said, am I the only one with the video?
It sounds like your serial number, like a car. Like you got the car with the VIN number. Nobody else is gonna have that one. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So what's gonna happen is that all these highlights that we used to be able to get for free are about to be taken down. You're not gonna be able to get that shit, and you have to invest in it.
And it's to the highest bid. It's to the highest bidder, though. You're not coming in at a low price unless you're getting one of these.
You buy packs and hope you get certain highlights.
Yeah,
bro.
you buy
packs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we talking about that. So look at the graphics on that. That's from 1989 right there. And I got all types of, I'm here in the Hard to Start studio with a whole bunch of cards from 88, 87, 89, all types of shit. You know what I mean? If I'm buying packs,
I love that shit.
You know what I mean? Then we can do that. Look, I got a whole bunch of cards right here. These is all cards that I ain't went through. You know what I mean?
If I didn't have a bum ankle and I wasn't super inebriated right now, I'd run to my room, but I can't.
100%, bro. I feel it, bro.
Right. So
I got a whole bunch of cards. If I'm buying packs and not bidding on a specific thing, then
let's do it this way. All right, for all of our brothers and sisters out there, I wanted to use this show and this segment. It sounds like this is a hustle. All our brothers and sisters, get on the hustle. It sounds like it might be something. If these are auto serial numbered highlights, like it's one thing to have a highlight that everyone else has, but I got the auto highlight. Zion signed off on this dunk. LeBron signed off on this dunk. I think Kev is right here. I don't even think, because like I said, we text each other about fucking money, hustle shit all the time. JD, you got the stack of cards. You're already like, yo, I haven't even gone through this shit, so I don't even know what the fuck everything is appraised for. It seems like this is becoming the hustle. Your sneakers that you have, your cars that you have. Stocks are cool. Stocks are always going to be the thing. Stocks will always be a thing that you can invest on. Crypto in the new age is definitely a thing, but it sounds like right now, this sports shit with your sneakers and your cards and now these highlights, people are now honing in on the hustle of sports. People are now understanding what sports really is and how big the community really is and how much people really give a fuck. It may have taken coronavirus to hit us all and be like, oh shit, I can't go to a game. How do I get my fix? You know,
where's the autograph there?
It's I guess it's auto on the highlight. It's auto.
I think that might have been that company. That might have been that company. Because also what I'm reading is just like you said, Robbie, it's a hustle. The pitch is being able to own a copy of the specific play that you could buy, sell, and trade with other fans rather than simply just owning the card. So, you know, you buy these packs, you get some rookies, you get however it goes. I'm gonna be at all you guys on Twitter. I'm gonna let you know because I gotta find out.
I'm gonna find out. I'm being reserved with my money right now. It is going to be something I am going to look into because I look into anything and everything I can invest into. Best part of being an entrepreneur is winning and losing. You're not going to win money without losing some money.
I will be fucking single if I spend $1 on any of this shit. My wife will leave me tomorrow if I'm like, oh yeah, I bought some digital crypto football card. She'd be like, yes, and now you need a digital wife. You need a fucking Russian Chinese ball.
And you're here for 100. You're taking on somebody to make a highlight. They're coming into the league. It ain't even made no highlights yet, though.
Exactly.
But no, so that's how we're rocking. We're gonna go ahead and get or I'm sorry, not intros, outros.
Bezos. What about the Bezos, bro?
Huh?
Anything Bezos touches.
What about
money,
Bezos?
Man.
You said
Bezos.
we forgot we skipped over the Bezos.
We're skipping Bezos, man.
I just
anything Bezos touch. Do you want him to take over Washington, Robbie? That'd be dope, right?
Yes. I want him to take over Washington. I don't know if he's a football guy. But it doesn't matter.
Need to be.
Exactly. So, like, long story short, with that one is, as long as you're rich, you can fire or you can hire whoever you want to make.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So
I'm gonna give you a Bezos story. One more quick second. So I heard Bezos wants to buy Alcatraz. Alcatraz sits on the bay, right on the hillside. You know what I mean? And I heard that Bezos wants to turn that into prime real estate. Bezos is looking to do anything that he can to have his imprint on anything. If he go ahead and buy the Redskins, as long as he put, not the Redskins, the football team. As long as he puts his motherfucking imprint, and it's a winning, because he, he's one of the richest men here in America. You know what I mean? In the world. As long as he goes ahead and puts his imprint on it, it's gonna happen, bro. Without a doubt. I heard that motherfucker wants to buy San Quentin. Excuse me. Not Alcatraz, it's San Quentin that I heard that he wants to buy, bro.
No, I was gonna say, I was like, it'd be San Quentin because Alcatraz is California history. You can't buy it.
No, so it's San Quentin, bro. If you go Google where San Quentin is in Richmond, California, that motherfucker sit on a hill overlooking the bay. That motherfucker wants to buy that shit, bro.
JD finna get me in trouble with wifey, man.
He's trying to kick prisoners out and shit now.
No, I'm telling you, they finished that San Quentin down, bro. And I'm telling you,
bro,
I got
uncle that was locked up in San Quentin. Like, yo, hey,
prisoner relocation.
Hey, we gonna cut this off before it gets too black. Like, because now we got to get in some other shit in black culture that y'all aren't ready for.
Like, Bezos in prisons now.
Like, fuck.
I'm trying to. Jordan owns prisons.
Wait, hang on. I'm sure all those
Jordan owns prisons, bro.
Hey, real quick.
I have something to say about the card thing. The card thing. One more thing, real quick. These dudes that all have these like super lit NBA highlight Instagrams and Twitters and whatever, if this card thing works out, there's going to be a lot more Joe Brazvilla of the Vanilla Gorilla highlight pages. Fuck, I fucked up my own joke. Continue on the show. I fucked up. Fucking drunk. I was trying to get in some Joe Brazvilla love, but I'm fucking drunk. I'm sorry.
All good.
I wasted your time.
Hey, Felix Kirby said Barry Sanders. He had to jump back on.
Yeah, Felix like.
Y'all talking about the GOAT? Y'all talking about the GOAT?
Man, that was my best athlete.
Talk about the GOAT, brother.
He was just watching the Roger and Me documentary from Flint, Michigan. That's where he was at for the last hour. You're not
Shout
from
out
Michigan.
to Mateen Clee.
No, I'm from Kalamazoo. I'm born and raised in Kalamazoo, which is about.
I almost played tennis at Western. I
really?
love Kalamazoo. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm a diehard Lions fan. I've met Barry. You know, Herman Moore is my favorite player of all time.
The home of Derek Jeter.
I went to his high school. He was number 13. I played on the baseball. Our field is Derek Jeter Field at Kalamazoo Central High School. So
yeah, I grew up in Michigan too. I wanted to play there.
Where are you from?
I'm from Marquette, way up north in Upper Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I had to go up there for work once. That's the only time I went to the UP. So.
And it's the it's it's the UP. It's the UP.
Yep.
Fellas, let's go ahead. We're gonna get into sign off. Felix, you were on the show earlier, so we're actually gonna start off with you for your sign off.
That's crazy. I just jumped back on and now I'm signing off.
I know. It's super weird, but people have to find your isms. They have to find your ish.
Well, Robert, let me just say, I'm so mad I had to jump off because I was having so much fun before I left out at halftime. So I hope you'll have me back. This was a lot of fun. It was good meeting all of you. You can find me at Sharp Review on Twitter. I hosted a weekly college football Devy podcast called the Devy Debate. You can just Google Devy Debate. You can look it up on your iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, and that's where I'm at. So, and that's what I was doing. That's why I had to jump off of here. So, but I hope you have me back. Yeah, I hope you have me back because I want to do this again. So.
Well, we have the month of March Fantasy Madness, so you're definitely probably going to be back on, just so you know. There's no doubt about it. Let's go ahead and get into Kev, your outro.
Hey, man, Rumboyz, man, y'all embraced the Hard to Start crew from the jump, man. Shout out to everybody on this panel. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, like I always do, but this was a good one. Got to meet some new faces. I'm happy about that. You could always catch me in the comments. You can catch us on the Hard to Start podcast. We got Hoop Talk every Sundays that we usually drop Monday and go live on StreamYard. We're a couple of the fellas at the studio where JD is and, just talking basketball and, doing what we do.
Probably one of the flyest looking studios in the industry, though, for real.
Appreciate that. We're getting it right.
Yeah. Hey, already. Hey, by the way, y'all too, when I come out to Cali, I'm coming. I'm up in the studio. I'll be backed up.
Bro. When you coming? I got buddy passes if you need them. Let me know.
I'm trying to convince the wife really soon.
You and Bogart too, man.
I know, right?
We're gonna come kidnap y'all. That's what we're gonna come do. Right when you touch down, we're gonna put that mask on your motherfucking head. You coming where we coming?
Let's go. Hey, Tony, go ahead, Phil.
Project Drivel. Follow me on Instagram. You'll find all the other stuff there. My stuff is a lot more nonsense, but I'm willing to engage on any sports topics in debate, especially stuff where people start talking trash about Jared Goff being better than Cam Newton. That's my biggest takeaway from the show. I'm going to lose sleep tonight when people say that Jared Goff will be better than Cam Newton next year. Project Drivel. Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. This ain't the show for that shit.
Good luck.
Yo, I'm so happy that you guys also got to meet Tony.
Yeah,
one of the most dopest personalities that I've gotten to meet throughout the industry. I hope that you guys check him out. And
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Of course, he's coming with you all with a different perspective, and to get around the group of brothers, like this is the shit. Like this.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was very nervous.
Yeah, you killed it with that hockey story, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bro, that hockey story was gold. I was like,
the hockey story woke me up, bro.
Yeah,
but hey, when I was first time on the Rumboyz and fucking with Bogey, it's on camera. I'm like, oh, I'm lightweight. You know what I mean? Got the butterflies, 100%, 100%.
Well, I start talking about hockey and tennis, and people are like, "Where the fuck are you from?" Like, this is a Black History Month.
Nah,
this
that's
dude played
dope, bro. Like,
that shit hit home. That shit hit home, bro.
You don't think about hockey like that, like to meet somebody that was influenced by that. Obviously, where you grew up, like that was dope, bro. For real,
bro. Just wait till y'all feature with him. He's so dope. His comedy is
followed you right now. I'm definitely gonna check your content out.
And when homie says like he was out there acting, so like
that's big.
Tony, you and I were gonna feature a lot more together. Gabe, go ahead and give us your outro, brother, if you don't mind. And infatuate us with your presence.
The police
officer pulled me over.
I am. Follow me at Fantasy in Session. You know what I'm saying, on Twitter, fantasyinsession.com, etc. etc. You know what I'm saying. We about to come drop the dynasty. Yeah, the dynasty news. You know what I'm saying. Gearing up for rookie draft. Yeah, man, we out here. I don't know, man.
You enjoying yourself, bro. You always enjoying yourself, Gabe.
I'm going.
Hold on, hear me out. Every time that's happened with you, bro, you always just in your bag. You in your vibe. Like you don't give a fuck about nobody else's vibe. You got your shit. Like,
I'm gonna be me.
Exactly. Tomorrow, I fuck with that. After that. That's how the Guccini fuck around, bro. And it was highly appreciated to meet Gabe. It was highly appreciated to meet Tony and Felix, bro. On my mama, I see the Twitter thread going off. You know, I'm not no big Twitter dude, you know, and I apologize for not being highly active in that thread. But to see y'all three brothers and Troy and LQ, you know what I mean, to see y'all just doing y'all motherfucking things. I'm telling you, if you understand where me and my cousin is coming from, on the reason why we started this shit is because to put a face to what's not being represented, and then finally seeing other brothers doing what the fuck was going on, what we thought wasn't being represented. Man, it's a whole nother different ball game, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So to see y'all doing y'all thing, whether you be in Michigan, whether you be in Atlanta, whether you be in Colorado, but you from DC, you know what I mean? To see Bogey being a Northern California where we from, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know, bro. I'm telling you, this shit right here, bro, it was highly epic. And I thank you, Robbie, and I thank you for Gabe and Troy and fucking Felix and all them other dudes, man. And Tony, man, I'm telling you, bro, the fucking CP3 to Blake Griffin, the alley-oops, nigga, Lob City, it's been popping, bro, 100%, man. So I don't know what else to say no more. Bro.
He's saying you threw him a live. You made the show go good and translate for my cousin off the liquor, man. You threw the live. It was a great show. We slammed it home.
Honest with everything you said.
Hey, Tony really did come through and wreck this motherfucker tonight. Felix,
man, I'm telling you, bro, 100%, man. Y'all just don't know how much that shit it means to me, though, bro. 100%, bro. We thought it wasn't no other motherfuckers doing the shit that we thought we was putting it, you know what I mean? And here it is that we see other brothers doing this shit, though.
We got black tonight.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, you just don't know, man. That shit feel good, bro. And, you know, we not on no bullshit, bro. 100%. We promoting the whole everything, you know what I mean? Let me stop, bro.
You about to give me a throw, man. I gotta go. I hear the twins crying right now.
Oh, everything, man. 100%, man. Thank you so much, Robbie. You know, everybody else, bro, without a doubt. Good looking, bro.
Hey, anybody else got anything to say off top?
JD got that privilege, that truth serum going right now. Y'all hear the heart right now.
Y'all just don't know. That shit is federal as fuck, bro.
Me and JD,
Boys just don't know, bro.
Me and JD about to fucking brainstorm some business ideas and fucking drink. So yeah, like yeah. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for a special edition of Rumboyz After Dark, and honestly showing the industry that there's some color to this motherfucker. You know, honestly, you know, like we out here, you know, and I appreciate you guys for accepting me and appreciating me. And even when I think that I may know everything, I may know the ropes, you guys always circle back and balance me out and be like, "No, motherfucker, like you big CEO pimping, but you ain't big CEO. Like get yourself right, you know." And like I appreciate that y'all big brothers, y'all big generals, y'all keep me in check, and y'all doing your motherfucking thing. And if there's any way in anything that I can do to help, in any way I could honestly, you know, even better myself, so I can help better our people and better what the fuck we doing. Like that's what I'm about. Tonight was all about putting on for our people. It wasn't about Rumboyz. It wasn't about any of our brands. Like we represent our brands, and it wasn't about that a little bit, but finally you guys got to see that there's some analysts out here that just look a little different than you. We the same as you, and we put our pants on the same way that you do, and we just wanted to show you that we are here, and there are brands that you can you can go to and you can represent. Next week we'll be back with plenty of more special guests here on Rumboyz After Dark. The whole panel will be back. I'm appreciative of the fact that I got to give my nightly panel a break. I'm so appreciative. I hope that Bogey, big shout out to Bogey, big shout out to Bogart, big shout out to my sister-in-law, big shout out to Clock Management, and
White Chocolate.
Yeah, White Chocolate, Dub C, Big Pimpin'. Big shout out to fucking Miles Peacock.
My dog, man.
So, hey, happy birthday to my nephew. Happy birthday to my nephew, Little Peacock. His birthday is today. Happy 8th birthday. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We are not just a company. We honestly, wholeheartedly are a family. We will always be a family. And we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboys and girls, what it do. Dilly. We'll holler at you later. Peace.
Fellas,